pick the mission of no real description in order to go on. And as soon as you choose the mission, you get a whole bunch of junk data that's very hard to decipher. But with a rigger and a decker on your team, you actually manage to solve it pretty quickly. And find an address buried amongst all the other junk, and it gives you a address and a room number, and that's it. Yes, it's very easy to find. It is the Brooklyn B Sector Hospital, or a Brooklyn B Sector Hospital, one of them. And you do have a room number, yes. Yeah, sure. Let's call it 11 a.m. You find you, you find a balloon that says "Get well or else." You have a bunch of balloons. That will be 35 new yen. All right. So now equipped with a bouquet of passive aggressively threatening balloons. What would you like to do now? All right. All right. You're mistaken for probably a candy striper more than once, but you Searling finds the room number, and it is actually in the critical care ward of the Henchman Number 3 Memorial Wing of this particular hospital. Yes. It was probably pretty close, if not there. All right, you get to the rooming question. The door is closed. You get a little knock, and there is no response. As you knock louder with your big meaty troll hands, eventually someone comes up to you and goes, "Hey, this is the critical care ward. You gotta be quiet. People are trying to sleep around here." There is protocol to follow. Who are you trying? I see. Have you signed in at the front desk? I don't believe you. Actually, there's a surprising lack of guards in the Henchman Number 3 Memorial Wing. Because this is where Shadowrunners go to recuperate. You open the door, and it's a pretty standard hospital room. Bed, chair, bunch of equipment that makes various beeping noises. And on the bed is some type of shapeshifter woman who is laying there. She has bandages around her head, and she appears to be asleep. The person next to you is like, I wouldn't do that. Look, I know you're like friends or family or whatever, but this is a coma patient, and you're probably not going to be able to speak to them for quite some time. Uh, Tarathian, if you want to roll a logic and computer or electronics. Yes, you may. Uh, or if you have biotech. Yes, or if you have biotech, you can use that as well. Yes, if you have it, you can add it. Well, it would be electronics or biotech. Yeah, that works. You're kind like for Gold Dove, you have no idea. But Sterling and Tarathian with your combined successes, it's you've never really heard of. You never really heard of anything like that. But oh, hold on. One till I can't hear anyone. Can someone go in the chat and see if you can hear people before I go into the description? Can you hear yourself? It's not displaying. Okay, I know what that problem is. Well, that's going to be for an interesting beginning. Well, luckily we caught this super early, so.
Oh,
Sad.
that's true.
Right?
Oh, now we can hear you.
All right. Yeah.
Hello.
There we go.
I don't
So
know
it's
why.
just Sarathan talking to himself. He's like, everyone
Yes.
introduce yourself. All right then.
And next to our left.
Yeah, right?
Oh,
It's just some crazy guy talking to himself. I don't know. It's a weird stream.
Now, until you should be able to hear it now. Okay. Now that we got that fixed, I also have to get my Shadowrun ported over to to the actual thing I use instead of just switching back and forth. Yeah. So you two, with your 5 and 4 successes, Sterling and Tarathian, you notice that, or you are also kind of perplexed. You've never really heard of anything like that before happening. But you do know that a lot of like monitoring software can, they, especially with like coma patients and stuff like that, they monitor like brain waves and frequencies like that. So it's possible that they were able to maybe connect to the Matrix, but there's a lot of conjecture that would have to go on at that point. This person is probably some sort of technomancer themselves, or maybe probably technomancer, maybe a mage, possibly a decker with an implant, something that can wirelessly connect them to the Matrix.
Is there a way to tell the identity of the coma patient?
Not really, especially now with the bandages. There is a chart. Well, there's a name on the like white little digital board,
Okay.
which is Jane Doe.
of course.
So
Yeah.
actually, it's probably like Jane Doe 22.
Okay, well, that's cool. What's the general like body shape of the individual? Like, do they look like they may be like a surge, somebody who's surged, or are they like definitively a troll or?
Shapeshifter of some sort.
Okay.
Like usually they look pretty human, but everyone's been around shapeshifters enough that you can usually tell the difference. And it's a bit tough, but you can see kind of like little glimpses here and there of like non-human. Just it doesn't look. It kind of goes uncanny valley a little bit. But yeah, you can tell it's a shapeshifter of some type. Not sure what.
I'm gonna try something. Can I like jury rig my comm link to the medical equipment in there so it's just like a local area network that maybe they can get on and talk to us through there? Or attempt to?
Roll a logic and electronics check or biotech.
I love how I have biotech and electronics, but okay. And you said logic and electronics?
Yes.
Okay.
I start poking him with, and I go, I
Um,
got you balloons.
The person that's still with you goes, please do not touch the patient. I will have to call security, and they are bigger than you.
would I be
You
able to
don't
add
know
anything?
that. I'm pretty big, bro.
He has eyes. Anyway, what was that, Sterling?
Can I add jury rigging to that at all, or add a
Oh,
bonus from
yeah,
jury
go ahead.
rigging?
Go for it.
Just like what would that be? Like an extra
But
die?
+2.
+2? Okay. So I got 4 hits from that.
Okay. You kind of not hack your way in, but like you kind of try and get like a connection with the signal with like Montress or like the monitoring software and the wireless connectivity, matrix connectivity, and like you can get inputs or not inputs. You can get like outputs, which is you can see basically what you see on the machines themselves: heart rate, EKG, oxygen, brainwave, stuff like that. But you're really not seeing a way to like input anything, which is makes sense because this is possible equipment. But you can see their vitals now. You have kind of access to their remote vital network, but
Okay.
can't really get a message there.
I'm gonna turn to I guess they're an orderly is what they're who came with
uh,
us.
At least
they
someone with authority that's telling me to shut the hell up.
they look like a doctor. They got like the white coat on and the stethoscope.
Yeah. It's like I'm gonna turn to the doctor. Can you give us a bit of alone time? We'll make sure they don't mess with the patient.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on them.
He's like,
Also, like, go do something. Like, go kill a patient or not kill a patient. I don't know. Leave, dude.
It would be really funny if you said that. We just look over where it says Jane Doe 22 goes down to 21. It's like, huh.
he goes.
Hospital's terrible.
Actually, there's one there, one's in the area. He goes, I will not, and I will not. This isn't even my patient. I just happened to see you come in here or knock on the door rather loudly.
Sorry, dude. You can go though.
I don't think I can.
uh,
I've already called for the primary care physician to come down here.
cool. We'll wait for him. You can go. I start like kind of pushing him out the door.
They just pick him up and walk him out.
Yeah.
Well, he's a dwarf, so
So very easy to do.
very low to the ground. He's got a low center of gravity. I don't know if you're gonna. He'll
I don't know. I'm a pretty strong lady.
he'll take you out the knees.
Oh, I tie all my balloons to
Oh,
him and then
combat
just
initiated, I
blow
guess.
him out the window.
Please no. Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Also, everyone can actually roll an intuition and perception check.
okay.
Nothing. I see nothing.
From 12 die, 1 hit.
Oof.
2 successes.
2 successes as well.
Tracking Golden as like Marshmallow and the Doctor. He also is his name's on his little badge, Dr. Briggs.
I
As
called him by his name if I'd known that.
as Marshall, well, you probably didn't see it. As Marshmallow and Dr. Briggs square off, you notice that he is strapped. Probably some sort of heavy, maybe a heavy pistol, like some machine gun.
Aw, that's so
He has
cute.
a weapon. You might not want to.
Who's got a cute weapon?
Doesn't regard that. So don't make me ask you all to leave.
Dude, you've already paged
we'll
the
be
guy.
We'll be fine. Just let us be here, I guess. Though, if you could leave when the primary care position provides, that'd be cool. If you have something else to do or something.
We will see
once they arrive, of course.
We will see. He is my boss after all. He calls the shots around here. Everyone roll another intuition perception check.
Okay.
Nope. I hear successes are awesome.
3 successes.
I've hit.
4 successes.
I'm now paying attention now that I'm not looking at my comlink monitor.
So everyone but Marshmallow, as he kind of says stuff about his boss coming, you can all hear like coming down the hallway like the sound of claws clicking against the floor as something quite big is coming in your general direction.
I quickly duck behind Marshmallow.
And he...
Golden just says, something large is coming. Behave.
Oh, behave. I am behaving. How many balloons do you think it would take to lift this?
Everyone hears a low growl. Very, very animalistic. Very, very primal growl.
It'd be funny if it's like a raptor.
And then in walks a velociraptor.
Oh my god, is it really?
I just go like, wait, you look familiar.
Yes, if
Mr.
you're on that
Sweet.
mission, this is Luke, the psychic raptor.
It's like,
Luke!
You weren't with us.
I have met Luke in my own bouts.
Yes, so yeah.
Hello, I'm Dr. Raptor. You can call me Luke. What seems to be the trouble here?
Luke, how's it going, buddy?
Fine. Can I ask why you're doing an
hello.
Atoba patient? Also, he doesn't actually speak. This is through telepathy. So think like
Okay.
how you would
Right.
interact with dragons. But he's speaking directly to you.
We believe this. We're visiting this patient. We believe they sent us a message.
Sent you a message.
I was like, well, they sent us a message before I guess this happened, and we just now got to them.
I see.
I'm gonna nudge Corbin and say, it's like, don't say anything about that.
Dr. Briggs.
Right. Okay. Yes.
Like he turns to the dwarves, like, Dr. Briggs, have you seen anything regarding any abnormal spikes in their delta waves? Dr. Briggs like, well, I have seen a couple, nothing that hit abnormal ranges, but there's been increased theta and delta levels. As I see. It appears we're in the midst of a minor medical marvel here. What did this message have to say?
Well,
Yeah, nothing, they
one
just
part
wanted
of the
to-
message said that he hated Dr. Briggs.
I don't see why she would. Dr. Briggs is a fine attendee. Also, for the complete mental
I just
picture,
wanted us to
the
come.
Velociraptor is wearing a doctor's coat and stethoscope as well.
Ooh, does he have like glasses
cute.
on?
Sure.
Basically, we were curious. Do you know any way that we might be able to properly get in contact based on?
Can you mental
What's
talk
been
to this
happening?
guy too?
Oh, well, I've tried, and they seem to be pretty well guarded. And I must admit that as of late, this patient has been quite the curiosity. I believe that they have been under mental attack. Nothing that I can properly deduce because by the time we see it coming, it has already stopped. But someone appears to be trying to get into the mind of this poor lady. I know two things in this world. One is when a psychic intrusion is happening, and two is a PhD in neurosurgery.
I just want to pike up. It's like, you got that quite quickly then, because weren't you in that cage, that cell for almost all your life? Oh, wait.
Yes, I was quite an avid learner. But they don't give.
Okay, Golden Dove's gonna.
No, go for it.
Golden Dove's gonna try and look at the astral plane.
All right. The astral plane is basically you see a lot of life and death spirits hanging around, which you would know is normal for a hospital. That's nothing to
Right.
really be concerned about. A couple of technology spirits, mostly in this ward and probably what would be like the ICU or something of that nature. You do sense that. Well, you also sense from Dr. Raptor that he is something different. If you've been around any other psychic creatures, you know that they kind of give off a weird aura, and he definitely is psychic. And there's also the kind of a distortion elsewhere in the room, like there was another psychic here at some point, or at least like the manifestation of one.
Sure, it's not just me.
No, you have a very unique signature that he can differentiate.
It just looks at me, you just get blind, it's just like, ah.
Yeah, it's like a amalgamation. If you ever seen a scanner darkly, it's basically those little suits they wear that keep shifting between like different people, the anonymous suits. That's Sterling.
Gotcha. Golden Dove just tries to not look at Sterling while in the astral plane. And Dr. Raptor too, to some extent, but yeah.
I'm gonna ask whether
Good to know.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Dr. Raptor, or what was it, Luke, right?
Luke, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, horrible with names at times.
No
I'd say it's like, do you think you could peek into their mind, into a fig, and just send a message to them, or tell them we are here?
Well, I've actually been writing a paper and hypothesizing on the potentiality of using the astral plane in order to try and not cure, but to alleviate the symptoms of coma patients in order for them to awaken. This hospital has been nice enough to allow me access to research, and perhaps with a kind of like looks at y'all, you're all, I'm guessing, Shadowrunners. Looks at you, Sterling. It's like, yes, I believe it, and I do remember you quite distinctly. Thank you for that as well.
Gives him a thumbs up.
But I think that perhaps you can help her out in more ways than you think. And Dr. Breeze goes, sir, you can't possibly be thinking. And he's like, yes, that's why I'm thinking. It's a long shot, but I took an oath when I became the director of neurosurgery at this hospital. I have to cure all patients at any means necessary. Sir, that wasn't quite that's the oath I took.
I just want to just tap the side of my head and just go, I think I know where this is going.
So I have to ask you all this one question. How familiar are you with portraits of respite?
Knew it.
I immediately look at Golden Dove and Sterling Black and go, yeah, we have some experience.
Perfect.
Golden Dove just slightly nods.
That's good to hear. and then you kind of know the basic mechanics of how they work. Therefore, I believe, as part of my thesis, that using a pocket dimension of any kind to travel to the astral plane can be connected to a patient who is experiencing deep REM and then having to go through, and basically he like starts seeing a lot of like medical stuff that goes like way over everyone's head unless you have
biotech.
unless you have the skill neurosurgery or the knowledge skill neurosurgery or anything with like neuroscience. With biotech, you kind of get what he's saying, like a little bit, but you get like very lost. Like he's like, I talks about like the surgery. It's like after performing the craniotomy, I did a 3 centimeter bilateral incision on the left temporal lobe, and then like just kind of keeps going like that.
It just turns into white noise.
Yeah, just hear like the sea like as he's like as you kind of zone out. And he goes, well, to make a long story short, I believe that going through something like a portrait of respite can link to a coma patient nearby in order to try and break them out of whatever cycle they happen to be in that is causing them to be prevented from waking up. This is just a theory, of course, but if this one was able to get a message up, perhaps they are lucid enough in order to accept help.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds
So we're going into their mind with a
simple
portrait.
enough.
I'm down.
definitely be willing to try.
Fantastic.
So since you said you've done research on this, I assume there are complications with this.
Well, yes, you're going in as a physical entity into an astral space, so naturally, if you die there, you will be not only killed, but probably lost forever to the annals of the astral plane. Great harm.
Define annals.
Lost in history and possibly complete identity erasure.
Neat.
Fun.
Or you could be ejected onto the physical plane as something completely different. Who knows? I don't. I've never tested this before.
Neat.
Great.
But if there are no other questions,
Worth a shot.
I appreciate your sacrifice. I want to say that I am very proud of all of you. Even the data that we get from this will help others in times to come. Alright, now follow me. Proceeds to walk out with Dr. Briggs.
Starts following the raptor.
Tarathian also starts following the raptor.
Good
No.
enough follows. Oh, by the way, question. Can I also use my temporary sponsorship with thumbs up for this?
Sure.
Yes, I forgot about my sponsorship.
Oh yeah, we
since
did
it
forget
was
about
just
your
a-
sponsorship too. Yes. For your thumbs up sponsorship, I'll just probably have you create a poll, follow it, and then you get some money.
Okay.
And then, did you want to do yours quick, Vern, for
Oh
sponsorship?
yeah, whatever. Roll just the sponsorship and what else?
Charisma.
Charisma. Okay. 4 hits.
4 hits? Okay. So, you get two sponsorship available for you. The first one's a pretty straightforward use a product within your mission. Is from Ares Technologies. You do not know what you will be getting, but if you successfully use it and then say a quippy one-liner, you will get an extra 7,500 yen.
And get to keep it.
If it's a good enough one-liner. And then the second thing is going to be basically getting it's from a medical supply company, and it's to get Dr. Raptor to endorse one of their products, which you'll also not know what this thing is. But if you get him to use it and say that it's good, you'll get 10,000 yen.
I think we're gonna go for the, what was it, Ares technology one?
Yes. Alright, so you accept the Ares Technology sponsorship, and you get, before you go on this mission, an Ares Super Squirt.
Oh boy.
Yes, it is kind of like a water gun / paintball gun. But you get specialized ammunition for it in the form of bioluminescent rounds.
Okay, just 1 second. Corvish, we're getting some weird feedback from you.
Oh, well.
Oh yeah, we are.
Troy, I'm gonna pop out and pop back in again.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna mess some things up for a second, but
Hopefully it's not too bad. I think he was the last to come in anyway.
yeah.
Yep, perfect.
Eh.
Oh, I don't know why Discord disables video when people come in.
That better?
No, still staticky.
Oh, that's weird.
That better, or am I still weird?
It's
No,
still
weird.
very distorted. It's still weird.
Unplug headset, replug headset.
Yeah, that might be.
You said it was the Ares super squirt, right?
Yes, Ares Super Squirt.
Fine.
No, I don't hear any buzzing. He's back in.
Yeah. Might just be when he talks though.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Okay, it's fixed now.
Technical difficulties.
Lovely.
Am I?
Oh no.
Oh, wow, that got
No,
way worse.
no, it's getting worse.
Okay, let me.
I have to completely close down Discord. Oh wait.
But I'm getting echo, but it's not. Oh,
No.
spoke too soon. Yeah,
Okay, you can't hear me now.
well, I can hear you, but the distortion is real bad.
Weird. I'm not sure if I can do much about that then.
Yeah, I don't know why it suddenly just decided to buzz you like that.
I can hear you.
Oh wait, speak again.
Speak again.
No, I thought it was gone for a second. It could be Discord too.
I'd have to shut down Discord completely and restart it. It would be an annoying thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know the last time I completely shut Discord down for myself, I like 14 updates to do.
Okay, let me do that.
Yeah. And then.
Okay. Getting back to it. Yeah. Okay, and you said the Ares Super Squirt had bioluminescent rounds?
Yes.
Okay. So when I hit them with it, they'll glow.
Exactly.
Basically, it's just a paintball gun.
It essentially is a paintball gun. I mean, you can put like nasty stuff in it and have it be a lethal weapon, but
Well, looks like you're gonna have to switch Nisbet and Corvus.
I don't know. It might switch back.
I usually get fixed fine.
Yep,
later.
that seems good.
Oh, there we go.
There
Yeah,
we go.
Yeah, so it's just
Okay.
Discord being its stupid self again.
yeah. Perfect though.
There we go.
So as we get back to it, we have you guys going up to the 6th floor, following Dr. Briggs and Dr. Raptor, and you eventually get to what appears to be like a physical therapy area. There are other people. They're doing exercises and things like that. Everyone kind of like looks at you, but then they see who you're with, and then pretty much like go back to doing their usual business. Eventually, you come up to a very large, like wall-sized portrait of what looks to be like a very nice, like beach resort. Looks very sunny, very tropical. Dr. Raptor stops in front of it and says, "This will be your entry point. After that, I will see about trying to get you patched into our dear coma patient downstairs. If it works, you should see a shift in scenery, and after that, just well, try and find her, I guess. I'm not sure how things will work in there, so we're going to have to kind of play it by ear."
Lovely, sounds fun.
Yes. Just one word of caution. This is not the physical realm, even though you'll be in your physical forms. So expect things to get a little weird.
I'm down for weird.
Laws of
Yeah.
physics probably will be a little strange at times, and
So before we all go down there, everyone go to the bathroom so it's not raining.
I'm also gonna turn to Dr.
Golden Knife does
Raptor.
so.
Yep.
I'm gonna turn to Dr. Raptor and just go, so if we make it out of this alive,
If
what will be our compensation?
I think living is kind of our compensation.
job well done.
Ooh, do we get to decide if the guy lives or die? Like, can we unplug him? Like,
Well,
is that kind of the game we get to win?
I would hope that if you're all successful, that you can help her wake up on her own.
Oh,
That
I
all,
guess.
in all like intents and purposes, she should have been awake. After I did a very extensive surgery, I managed to fix most of the damage, but just does not seem to want to come out.
Did she?
Well, we can
would
get
she
her to
happen to
pay.
be like super rich?
I am not sure. She came in with a sin that was clearly a fake,
Hmm.
which is why she is a Jane Doe. And I haven't had a chance to speak with her. Again, very guarded. Very well trained in the mind. Usually people are fairly open when I attempt to probe, but not this one. Quite curious. Quite curious indeed.
Well, well, I guess in order to do this mission, gotta do this.
Yes, good luck.
Yeah, we're gonna need it.
Yep.
Speak for yourself, bro. I'm good.
Well, just know that I'll try and get in contact with you when I can.
Define contact.
As I said, very guarded, but I should be able to sneak in psychically now and again, if needed. Obviously, I won't be coming with you.
Why? Aren't you a doctor?
Yes, I am the director of neurosurgery at this hospital. If I die, then there will be no one to run the department for at least a couple weeks.
Oh no.
Well, you say that.
What? Maybe I meant it. You don't know. Don't assume. I didn't.
Anyway, are the passive aggressive balloons getting brought in with us?
Yes.
Excellent.
I plan on thinking about them really hard as we go into the whatever realm.
Oh,
Nope.
that'll be fun. But okay. Shall we?
We shall.
Let's go.
Whee!
All right. All of you jump through the portrait of Respite, and those who are familiar with such magical means that you feel the tinglies, the kind of the shift in reality. For those who have not gone through a portrait, which I think is just marshmallow, it's a very surreal feeling, kind of like getting slingshotted, only you only took a step forward, and suddenly
Okay.
you find yourself standing on a beach. The warm breeze kind of drifts by you. You can hear the sound of the sand, or the sound of the sea hitting the sand. There's a couple of like little cabanas. There's no one here. You can feel the sun on your face. It's warm, but not too warm. It's
Okay.
quite the paradise.
So no caretaker in sight.
Not that you can see. You also don't see a way out.
Lovely.
And now I need you all to roll intuition perception checks.
1. It's
Oh.
not my strong suit. I don't need to see
2.
stuff to hit it.
How big
3.
is your die pool for this?
My body's a 9.
No. Intuition. Yeah, I think he's asking about intuition perception.
Oh. 3. I got 3 dice.
Alright, so 2, 3. What did you get?
4.
Tarathian?
I got 4 dice.
I have 4 successes.
Okay, so everyone but Marshmallow. Marshmallow, you look out at the ocean. It looks inviting, like you would want to take a dip, and it would be the perfect temperature.
Yay!
The rest of you, as you kind of like look around and try and figure out where to go next, you suddenly see like a shimmering visage a little further back. Kind of, it's like near what would be like a jungle, except as it shimmers into being, it's actually very recognizable as like the New York City skyline. And as you concentrate more on it, it seems to get more and more present, but still has that ethereal quality to it.
I'm just gonna pike up and say, I guess we're going that way.
Yeah.
Yep. Sounds good.
And then I sort of tug on Marshmallow's balloons to show
Wait.
the direction we're going.
I want to try something. I hold my breath and try to jump up slightly with the balloons and see if I can float.
You don't.
Aw, this place sucks.
Okay, so all of you start walking. Just looking up something here quick. Okay, I need everyone. So as you're walking through, you do actually like go into actual jungle, and I need everyone to make me an intuition and outdoors check.
Yay, my specialty.
Oh boy.
So, intuition, you say?
Hey, 5 hits.
Nice.
1 hit.
It's like I
Oh,
hear
wow.
everyone getting lost. Like, okay, everyone hold hands and follow me.
3 hits.
Just hanging out over here looking at the wall. Seems pretty interesting. I got nothing.
All right. So actually, as you're going through the kind of jungle terrain, you still see the skyline through the breaks in the canopy. However, Sterling and Trathian, like you look down, it's like this area, the dirt has very deep furrows, like very deep cracks in it. Especially the further away you go from the beach. You're not quite sure why. If you have any like knowledge skills of magic, you could probably make a roll. However, Golden Dove and Marshmallow, I need you to roll a strength and athletics as you totally miss these cracks and start stumbling into one of them.
Can I add gymnastics to mine?
Yes, you may.
Strength and athletics, you say?
Strength and athletics, yes.
2
Four
successes.
successes.
Okay, so I'll just do a quick roll. All right, Marshmallow, you kind of like stumble forward, and as you stumble forward, something like a snake-like creature, something like kind of like darts out from the crack and tries to like get you. But you manage to get out of you power through it and get out of the way. Golden Dove, not so much. I need you to make and you're a mage, right? Yeah. So I need
Yes.
you to make a body and magic.
Okay. Two successes.
All right. You take 1 physical damage, and as it kind of bites into you, and you would take negatives, but it's not gonna apply, so we're just gonna negate that for now. But you do feel like it kind of like drains you a little bit as it kind of latches on. Then you power it off and shake it off and stumble forward. And as a mage, you can roll a logic and magic if you'd like.
Okay. That will get me.
Or logic and sorcery, sorry. Logic and sorcery.
Okay, that's slightly different, but okay. With that, it's 2 successes.
2 successes. As a mage, you know that the astral boundary can be kind of a fickle thing. It's there for a reason to prevent, spirits and everything else to float off into the ether of nothing. And you're crossing that. You're going either from or to a different realm, and it's not liking it. The whole realm is not liking it very much at all. So you can tell as a mage you are on like a boundary line at this point. You will probably no longer be in the Portrait of Respite very soon.
I'm gonna forward that to the others.
Okay, so you are now all aware of what's going on.
Yep. And just before we continue, will I still have a connection with my comlink to the biomonitors for the patient back at the hospital still?
Yes.
Or that connection had been cut as soon as I walked through the Portrait of Respite?
Nope, you still have it. In fact, you can see that their heart rate has gone up slightly.
Sorry, it cut out for me. I didn't hear most of that.
Oh,
All I heard was heart rate went up slightly. It was like, okay.
Yes, you do still have access. In fact, you can see that their heart rate went up slightly.
Okay, good. I'll keep an eye on that.
So now with that in mind, and you guys avoid the cracks more, and you can see more of like these kind of glowy ethereal tendrils or snake-like creatures coming up. But eventually, dirt turns to pavement, and now you're in New York, kind of. There are no cars. Well, there's cars, but there are no people. Nothing's driving. Nothing's moving. It's very static.
So it's like if New York City just had every single person just disappear. Then.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, this is airy.
Oh boy, I'm gonna turn to Golden Dove and say it's like, just be ready in case something magical does something to us here, but I'm going to try something.
Okay. Golden is gonna brace themselves for whatever's happening.
I'm just gonna shout and it's like, hello, anyone there? We got your message from the Shadowrun on the Matrix. You said you need some help, and you put a very weird worded message. Guess you
So,
never done this before.
so you shout out, and you can hear, especially for like hello, and then you hear like hello, 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 and then it gets like very like distorted as it kind of like comes back to you, and then by the time it comes back, like hello, and then you get like this weird like hearing your own words coming back, but they're very like kind of like what Corvus was experiencing with his sound, like a lot of like crackling and reverb and stuff like that.
I thought that didn't work.
Answer us or we're destroying the place.
I wonder.
I then kick something.
Where, which, like, are we actually inside New York City, or are we like on the outskirts looking at the skyline?
You feel like well, you can tell with the landmarks and whatnot that you're on like the Lower East Side of Brooklyn, so you're actually fairly close to the hospital.
Yeah, let's head towards the hospital then.
Yeah, I was about to say, let's go to the hospital.
All right. You head toward the hospital.
Can I stop by the gift shop again? Are there still more passive-aggressive balloons?
As Marshmallow kicked over the can though and kind of screamed a threat, everyone did notice that kind of the whole world reacted to it a little bit. There was a shimmer, a very unnatural shimmer, like everything was made out of water for a brief second before things went back to normal. But then you all head to the hospital. The hospital looks exactly like it did before, except no people. There's an ambulance outside with like the lights flashing. You go inside, there's beds everywhere and seats. No people still.
Okay.
Gift shop?
There is stuff at the gift shop.
More passive-aggressive balloons?
Actually, there is there are balloons, but there's no writing on them. In fact, as you kind of look at them and look around, there's no writing anywhere in this building.
Oh, we're in the dream world.
Yes. Let's head for the room that the patient was in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Maybe we can get some answers there.
So you head up to the patient's room. When you get there, there is no one in that room. The bed is empty. There's no writing, as per usual. However, you do feel like there's someone there.
Just gonna call it again. Hello, we got your Shadowrun message. Your job message.
You a gift.
We brought you some passive-aggressive balloons.
I love that we keep prefacing that they're passive-aggressive. Get well, jerk.
And then, Sterling, what would you consider to be your character's greatest fear?
Never really thought about this. Let me think.
Or even just recently, like a recent thing that might terrify or just scare your character.
I'll probably say that what was it, the drowning one from that we first encountered the Portrait of Respite. Forget what it was in there.
Oh yeah. All right. So
it was like either being drowned or stabbed to death by someone you know.
So as everyone's kind of like looking around, the door to the room suddenly slams shut, and water starts pouring in through the window. Everyone, please make a willpower check.
Straight willpower?
Straight willpower.
Fuck.
Well, this will be entertaining.
2 hits.
Ooh! 2!
1 hit.
Also 2.
2 hits.
I know, Tana brought out the popcorn.
As like your as the very cold water like rushes up around you, you've like this can't be real, but it continues to come in, and the room is about half full, and you still feel that entity around you. And now with the water, actually, though, you can kind of see a figure of some sort kind of moving around, unhindered by the water, but still displacing it.
I grab him.
All right, make an attempt to grapple.
Something I'm very good at. I shall. Would you consider this close combat?
Yes.
Or just straight up grappling?
Oh, this would be straight up
Oh, I
grappling.
got swimming too.
Oh, perfect. That will help.
Strength and swimming or body and swimming?
It's still the water level's still low enough that you don't have to swim yet.
Okay.
So go ahead, roll your grapple.
Okay. Strength and grapple?
Yes.
Okay. 5, bitch.
All right.
I'm actually good at this stuff.
You
Physical combat, yes.
attempt to grab the creature that's moving around, and for a second, you feel like you got them so close, in fact, that you're like starting to put them in the grapple, and then they just like squirt right out of your hands, as though they just barely managed to escape. But whatever it was, the aggressive action seems to have caused it to either disappear or move very quickly away. And the water stops. And now you are all standing in a hospital room in waist-deep water.
Is there a window?
There is.
I try to kick open the window to let the water out, if it's that high.
Actually, the window was broken, and that's where the water was coming from.
Ah, never mind then.
And then now that that entity's gone, you can kind of see out, and in fact, like some of the water sloshes out of the room through the window.
I call out that we're only here to help.
Oh.
So I forget, we're technically in the astral plane right now, in a sense? Or...
Yep.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Well,
So if I were to use the medallion, the dragon pendant medallion that lets me see into the astral plane, what would that do? It lets me enter the astral plane.
You can use it to enter the astral plane, and you will know what happens if you use it.
Oh, let's give this a shot. Just clutch onto the dragon, jade dragon pendant.
Okay, you use the pendant to look into the astral realm, and what you see is extremely surreal. It feels like you're both like 5 inches tall and like 300 feet. Like you're inside a tiny little box, but at the same time you're still present in like the real like world and normal. It's almost vertigo inducing what's going on here. You are in a very temporal place. It's very shifty. So you kind of almost get like motion sick. But yeah, it's the main feeling is that feeling like you're in a very tight, cramped, confined space.
Mm. Well, I'm going to let go of the pen and just go like, okay, that wasn't fun.
Yeah, everything's like your vision is still kind of like back and forth a little bit for a few seconds. Then it goes back to normal.
Note to self, don't do that again.
But Treffing, please make me an intuition perception check.
Okay. And 4 success.
As you kind of like call out that we're just here to help and things like that, you hear outside the window, now that there's no water pouring in, sounds like a bird.
I head over to the window to go see if I can spot what is making the bird-like sound.
You go over and you spot a bird. A bird is making the bird-like sounds. A mourning dove, to be exact.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, pretty.
Uh,
Oh, by the way, Golden Dove's gonna.
I gently hold my arm out with a finger outstretched and try and coax the mourning dove onto my finger.
It's the middle one. You're giving the bird the bird.
What were we going to do, Golden?
Not much. Just go with the poll result and disguise as a snake bodybuilder.
Gotcha. So Tara, I think you kind of hold out your finger. It does like do the little bird hop or onto your finger. Sits there for a couple seconds and then immediately like flies off into the sky. As you watch it, you can tell that it is heading towards Manhattan, specifically the Hydra Towers district.
Immediately
Uh-oh.
look at the group and then turn to go out and follow the mourning dove.
As soon as you say the Hydra Towers district, I'm like, uh-oh. Wasn't my fault. I swear.
So you all follow the mourning dove, and you get to. It's very easy to get there. There's no traffic, no people, so you can basically just however means you want to get there. Eventually, getting to the Hydra Towers district, and the bird kind of like slows down as you're traveling, and you watch it as it goes in like one to the building or into one of the buildings. It flies like into the window, but it goes through it, and then the window does that little matrix shimmery window thing, and then it's still once more.
Could we tell which floor it went onto?
You're pretty certain, probably around like the 18th floor, as you kind of like do the count up thing. It's like you're like the 18th floor. You're pretty sure.
I turn to the group and quietly mention that I'm going to go ahead and head in and go up to the 18th floor to try to follow the bird. To try and follow the mourning dove.
Yeah,
go together.
joining. Will you?
No, I do gotta say, is this the same building that I allegedly blew up?
Nope, different building.
I like the allegedly.
I turn to Sterling and go, I'm aware, but I have a feeling that mourning dove is important for us here.
All right, so you head up again. Super easy. No people to have to wait for. You just walk right up, and you get to the 18th floor. There is a logo of some sort. It's hard to distinguish because there are probably letters in there, and you don't see any letters. It's like a circle with kind of red slice lines that come, like if you imagine like claw marks, but more artistic coming out of it. Is what you see in the little front area. But you kind of like look around, and as you get into the main office area, you can hear voices. Faint, but it's coming from further back into the office.
Now, with
Follow the voices.
Yeah.
Okay. Sterling, did you want to do something?
I was gonna say, it's like with my keen hearing, would I be able to hear what they are talking about
It's a
or
little,
understand?
It's a little too far away.
Even with keen hearing?
Even with keen hearing. Also, there's a closed door.
Yeah. Okay, no.
And as you get closer, as everyone kind of like gets closer, actually, even with your keen hearing, it kind of sounds garbled, like it's underwater or coming from a very bad like radio. And as you get in and walk inside, you see a faint visage of two people in the room. One is on their feet, the other one is sitting behind the desk that's there. They're shadowy images. They're very hard to make out. But they're the ones having the conversation that you cannot understand at the moment. What would you like to do?
Well, since I guess the bird trusted Tarathians, you take the lead?
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and sneak a little bit closer to try. Like, wait, you said that there was a door in the way now?
Yes, although I presume that it was opened at some point to see inside.
I turn to Sterling and ask if it's possible to get some way to see inside that room.
Well, we just
And get-
opened the door and looked inside.
Oh, we did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
that's how we can see the two shadowy figures talking, but it's still
Right,
garbled.
sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Then is there any cover that's somewhat close to the shadowy figures?
Yeah, there's probably there's furniture. There's a couple larger chairs. There's a bookshelf.
I go and try to cover, but also get as close as I can until I can hear the voices clearly.
All right. So you step into the office, and you disappear. All right, everyone else, what are you doing?
Well, it's
Well,
like
he's dead.
Okay. Golden's gonna try and talk it on the comms to Tarathian. Tarathian, you there?
You don't hear anything back.
I pick up a random thing and throw it in there. Does it disappear when it crosses the line?
Nope. Now there's a thing in the office, as well as everything else.
One of you should go first.
Okay. Golden's gonna stick a finger through.
All right, you disappear.
Well, he's dead
After
too.
just a finger.
Yep.
Okay.
Looks like I've
As soon as you
looks
cross
like
the
it's
threshold.
just you and me. Should we
I'm gonna-
escape while we still can?
I'm gonna attempt to push Marshmallow in there. It's like, come on, we gotta do this anyway. Just trying to push a troll. So it's just like,
I'm
oh,
gonna
jeez.
really struggle. I'll let you, but I'll be like, balloon, save me.
Okay, so this is after everyone crosses the threshold, this is what happens on the other side. So Tarathian, you appear. Well, you technically don't appear because for you, nothing really seems to happen. But when you step inside, the shadowy figures become actual people. There's a human man behind the desk, and the shapeshifter that was in the hospital. They're the ones that are standing up. Also, the time of day changes. It's actually night now. And
is there any way to tell what day it is?
I'm gonna have you roll an intuition and logic.
Ooh. Hang on. You said intuition and logic. Okay. Four successes.
All right, so you're kind of walking around. You definitely get the feeling that these people they're having small little chit chat, just small talk. So you're kind of looking around, and you kind of go around to the guy's computer. They don't seem to have any awareness of you, and you see that it's actually about a week ago.
So the week ago, would that have been after or before the towers supposedly got blown up?
This is after.
Okay.
And
Interesting.
as you kind of look and see the date, they suddenly go into it, and the shapeshifter says, like, I appreciate your company, but I really do need to be going if I'm going to catch that flight. So if you could just give me the information. To which the man replies, oh, of course, of course. I'm sorry, I just, I enjoy entertaining. But yes, if you could please get this information to our colleagues on the West Coast, it would be most appreciated. And they proceed to slide a file. It's actually in paper, which is kind of weird because everything's done digitally. And she scoops it up and immediately, like, you can see her like reading it. You have no idea what she's reading. There's no writing on these pages, but obviously she's going through. Kind of, you see like her eyes rise in concern, and she goes, "Oh my, this is quite the juicy info." And he goes, "I trust that you can keep discreet." And she goes, "Of course. When you sign a contract with us, your information is guaranteed safe and discreet, and that no one but your prospective recipient will be seeing it. You have my word." And at this point, Golden, you pop in. Just as she puts the file down and goes, all right, I'm all set. And he goes, remarkable. I always heard rumors from your group that you were able to do stuff like that, but to have such a fast and eidetic memory. And she goes, of course. It's one of the ways that we are able to secure our data. Not having some flash drive that a willy-nilly technomancer or decker can hack into it. He goes, well, fantastic. I see that we've chosen the right couriers. And she goes, you have. By this time tomorrow, your colleagues will be having the information and you will all be sipping champagne, I'm sure. And at that point, Sterling and Marshmallow appear just as she walks towards the office door, and then the thing goes back to the shadowy figures, static image, back into like the middle of the day. And you can all see each other now.
I just want to say, did we miss anything?
Yes.
Tarrasque
Just
got
as I
most of it.
cross the threshold. No. Oh.
Yes, and then I proceed to catch them up on everything that happened.
Okay, so yeah, you basically get the gist of what happened in the scene.
Well, I guess that makes sense why she'd have such strong mental barriers then.
Mm-hmm.
I turn around and ask the group, do you know of any couriers who would have eidetic memory?
Everyone who wants to can roll a logic and probably intuition, logic and intuition. And if you have any knowledge, skills of either organizations, gangs, affiliations, New York groups, you can use that to get +2.
Yep, at a 9 dice, now I got 1 hit. Lovely.
And let me know if you do too, because you get bonus info if you have it.
What's the additional skill?
Anything with like New York groups, New York gangs, New York organizations, organizations in general, anything like that.
4 successes.
Hey, for Golden.
Dang, nothing on my end.
All right. Nothing for Marshmallow. 1 for Sterling and Trathian.
2 successes. Wait, yeah, 2 successes.
All right. So for everyone, but Golden, you've heard of couriers or messenger organizations that deal with this sort of thing. You haven't really heard of anyone that's that specific or has that kind of gimmick going on for them. Golden, you do know of one group that you've heard of that has rumored of transporting data without implants and without any sort of external help, basically eidetic memory. And they are Homer's pigeons. And they're a very secretive group.
Homer's?
What's that?
Just repeating it. Just like, Homer's pigeons.
Yep. They're well known for not having any means of digital reproduction of the data. It all goes in their head.
Okay.
I'm gonna forward that. I'm gonna let the others know about that, and then also say that might be why the Morning Dove ended up being important. Maybe this person has something to do with Morning Doves.
Maybe that's their code name?
Specifically, could be.
Do we have the ability to enter and exit this place at any time, or is it a one-way street, one shot?
What do you mean this place?
This dream realm.
You have no idea how to exit the dream realm at this moment?
Okay. Never mind then. Do we have the ability to communicate with the raptor dude outside?
You can try and get a hold of him.
Hey, Luke. Lukey. Lukeykins?
The lights flicker slightly.
I'm
And
gonna
that's
check the biomonitor, see if anything has changed at all.
there is a spike in their brainwave activity.
Specifically at Lukeykins.
No, actually, it's been spiking actually since you've pretty much gone into this office.
Okay.
Oh.
Is there any way to see if there's looking out? Is it possible to look out windows from there, from the
Yes.
office?
Yep. It's the New York City skyline.
Is there any sign of birds outside the window at all?
So, since you've seen the bird before, you do notice a bird that's flying through the air. At first, you're not quite sure. It's hovering kind of far up, so you're not sure where it is. But at that same point, you notice that there is a train that's moving. It appears
Where's
that
the
the
train?
subway lines look like they're running.
Okay.
To the subway.
Is it possible to approximate how far away the bird is?
It's still probably somewhat close by. Definitely in this borough still.
Is right below, approximately right where the bird is. When you look down to the ground, is there like a subway station nearby?
Intuition perception.
Is there a library nearby this hospital?
5 successes.
Kind of. Yeah, there's probably one nearby. With your 5 successes, you definitely see that there is a way to get into the subway from here that the bird's circling over.
Okay. Without saying much, except for maybe a grunt, I just turn around, walk outside the office, head down, and head towards that subway station.
Okay, so as you head out of the
gonna
office,
follow after Rathian.
Okay, as you head out of the office, I need you to make a dodge roll.
Which is
That would be agility and reaction.
going to be 3. successes.
Okay, so as you're walking out, and Golden Lift like sees this as he's coming out right behind you. One of the desks in the room flies towards you, and you manage to dodge just out of the way, like duck down as it flies over your head and hits the nearby wall. And everyone can suddenly feel a very strong presence in this room, as more like the lights flicker, the windows are kind of vibrating. There is just almost a monstrous presence inside this floor right now.
Tarathian
Let's get out of here.
again utters out, just trying to solve what happened and try to help the coma patient.
And
I'm
now
not
we,
really trying to help. I'm just trying to get paid.
and now we go initiative.
I was gonna do one other thing, but oh well.
Oh, certainly. What do you want to do?
I was gonna try to just do a quick perception check to see if I can spot that same entity that was back at the hospital.
Go for it.
What would that be?
Oh, intuition, perception.
Perception. For some reason, I keep on losing Discord.
No problem.
Five hits.
Yes, it is, but this seems more like a direct attack rather than what you first experienced.
Okay.
And then initiatives.
What's
Pretty
initiative again?
Intuition.
26.
It's
I didn't catch that. What
1d6
am I rolling
plus,
for it?
well, you take your intuition reaction, add them together, the values, and then add 1d6.
I
Do I get something different because I'm a mage here?
Do
So-
you have the spell that boosts your astral initiative?
So is this technically
I do-
astral initiative or just a straight initiative?
It is straight initiative, but if you have astral bonuses, I will allow them.
Okay, I don't have anything then.
Oh, okay.
8.
14.
Ten.
9.
All right, Sterling, you're up first. You can see that there is. You can see the movement of the creature. It's like desks are being like pushed and papers are flying everywhere as this thing is just absolutely conjuring up the place, or basically like The Exorcist.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out the super squirt and attempt to judge based on where the entity is moving around, like what it's pushing and what direction it's going, and try to shoot it with one of the bioluminescent and pellets or paintballs, whatever you would call it.
Nice. Roll your attack. They'll just be
That would
firearms.
be- It was firearms and agility.
Yes, agility and firearms versus their touch.
Well, the problem is, it's like it says it uses exotic shooting. Does it?
Oh yeah, it is an
Considered
exact
an
weapon.
exotic weapon. Would I be able to use half of my SMG roll for firearms, or no? Or
Sure.
just basically just straight agility?
I'll give you a -3 penalty.
-3. Okay. Four hits.
You actually hit. As you
Hit.
let out a couple of bioluminescent paintballs, a couple of them actually seem to hit this target and stick.
And I'm going to call it, it's like, you just been tagged.
And then it's its turn. Okay, we'll do that. Everyone, please make me a body and willpower check.
Well, one of those stats is good for me.
I was about to say that. 3 hits.
3 hits.
Okay. 5.
4.
Okay. Trathian, you said 5, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Trathian and Marshmallow, everyone is like this thing kind of like lets out a big like screech, very very powerful thing, and then you get a concussive wave that just comes out of this thing, knocks over like all the desks around it, and blows you guys back. Trathian and Marshmallow, you managed to hold on, kind of stand your ground. Sterling and Golden, you take 2 points of stun damage as you are blown backwards. And it's not even from like getting hit, like hitting the wall. It's you feel like just weird. Like this thing is kind of like invade your psyche a little bit. And also, as you're standing there, even the two that managed to make it, everyone starts to kind of float, and actually everything in the floor kind of starts like lifting up. So movement is going to be a bit interesting. And
Wondering would athletics help during the movement?
yes, basically I have to make athletics for to move. Golden, you're up.
I'm trying to remember if I can heal if my spells can heal stun damage.
Yeah.
They cannot.
Oh, they can.
Mages can, medics can't.
Yeah, mages can heal stun. They just.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They just take stun themselves.
Right.
Possibly.
Usually they take more stun than
Okay,
they. Well, they
Golden's
can only
gonna
heal themselves.
Golden's gonna floating like do the floating heal themselves while floating in the air.
Okay. Remember, you can't heal the stun that comes from the spell.
Yeah, right.
All right, so Golden heals as you kind of float a little bit up in the air. Trathian, you're up.
Trathian just slowly makes his way over to a chair or something that he can take it as cover.
All right, you had to make a strength and athletics.
Oh, well, that's not the worst roll I'm ever gonna have to make, probably, but it's definitely getting close. 1 success.
So what happens is you like go behind a desk for cover, you like grab onto it, but as you grab onto it, because you kind of have like a bit of a low gravity situation, you start like turning with it. So you have cover like half the time. As you're just kind of like swirling around, like what is going on? Like
So because I basically like went to it and just started rotating, in other words?
yeah, your momentum accidentally let it started to move it around.
Okay. No, I can use it. Okay, I can use it. And then that's it.
That's it?
Yep, that's it.
All right, Marshmallow.
Okay. I am going to go try to punch the glowing thing.
All right. You have to get over there first, so you will need
Yep,
a
I'm gonna try getting over there.
strength and athletics for you as well.
Strength and athletics.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's lame. 1 success. All that dice. Only 1 success.
So you kind of you go for it. You like brace yourself against like the floor you can still touch, and you push forward, but you kind of drift off the path that you're going for. You can try
Like 1 step forward, 2 steps back, sort of a deal.
kind of 2 steps forward, 1 step back. You can try and make another move. It's if you have more minor actions.
Yeah, I'll just try to do full movement to get there.
All right, roll another athletics.
little better. 3.
That will allow you to kind of angle yourself, probably pushing off the ceiling this time and going straight at the creature to make your attack.
Okay. And I assume I can't attack this round since I basically used 2 movements.
Do you have anything that limits your minor actions?
No. But movement's supposed to be a minor action and then regular action.
Oh yeah,
but
well
since
yeah,
I used full movement to get there.
yeah, that's going to take it up. So you do
Yeah, I
manage to get
figured.
up in its face. Sterling.
Okay, so the entity is still marked with glowing paintballs,
Yep.
and we're floating.
Yes.
I forget. Physical stuff doesn't really work against spirits and stuff that much.
It
It'll
doesn't
hit them, but it
against
doesn't.
spirits, but you don't think that this is spirit.
Okay. I do want to say, do I think it's part of the patient's psyche, probably, or some outward force?
It's probably, from your guess, now you're making kind of a guess on this, but just from the feel of it, it doesn't quite feel like this world, so either this is something that it can't control or it's an outside force.
Okay. How close am I to it while floating?
Probably like medium.
Okay, so point blank, so short range or well, it goes point blank, close, short,
Short, yeah, short.
short. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's whip out my what is it called? I think that's correct. Yeah, my FN Praetor,
Okay.
and I'm going to attempt to brace myself on a desk nearby, basically where I'm pointing at it. So when I shoot, it'll just push me backwards, not spin me.
Okay.
So that'll be a movement first, right? So agility and strength.
Yes, agility and strength to get yourself into a brace.
Would athletics help at all with this or no?
Or athletics is what you're using. Athletics and
Oh, athletics and strength.
yep.
Or agility and athletics. Which one is it?
Agility and athletics.
Okay. So it's still 9 either way. Okay. How? 7 hits.
All right, you are definitely properly braced as you get yourself into position.
Now watch me miss. So I have to shoot to aim, which is what for at this range will be 12.
Yes. Are you talking about your AC versus DC?
Yeah, it's basically accuracy. I guess it's 12 at this range.
Okay.
I'm reading this right.
There is no edge exchange, so you're free to fire.
Okay. And that is agility and SMG. 6 hits.
You hit.
Okay, and this is firing basically normal round, so it does. Where are you? Oh, damage does it do? Is that the wrong damage? Oh, there it is. It does 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay.
4 physical stuff. Yeah.
It lets out quite the shrieking roar as the bullet like kind of goes into it and then like fragments and then disappears. But it definitely did something, as you can see, like the floor underneath like rattling. And then it's its turn.
Lovely. That's gonna focus on me.
Yeah. So I need you to make a dodge check.
Dodges agility and reaction, or no?
Intuition reaction.
Intuition reaction.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, 4 hits.
Okay. You just barely dodge out of the way as you feel something like come at you really, really like hard. Like maybe it's like a giant fist. It's hard because it's an amorphous thing, but you duck out of the way. But it is going to follow up, so I need you to make a second dodge roll.
Lovely. Hit roll, please be good rolls. Another 4 hits.
This
10
one's
dice.
this one's gonna hit. So it throws a desk at you as a follow up, and you're like you dodge the first one, and you like pop up like haha, and then the desk just like smacks into you. Luckily, you don't have to worry about going through the window like the first attack was going to do. However, I do need you to make a body and armor.
So body plus armor, so that's 5 plus aiding is 9, 14. But how many dice I roll, right? Or
Yep.
Okay. Another 4 hits.
All right, you take 2 physical damage
Ow.
as you are squished by a desk. And the desk does squish you because suddenly the gravity seems to return and everyone falls to the floor, which seems to kind of shift and move under your feet. Like it might be not as stable as it used to be. Golden Dove, you're up.
Okay, I am going to try and cast confusion on it.
All right.
My roll is
That's resisted by straight willpower, if I remember correctly.
it's willpower and logic,
Logic willpower, okay.
and I get 3 successes.
Do you feel like this magic that you have used has taken hold of this creature? Though to what effect, you're not quite sure. But it definitely seems to have affected it. And then... Tarathian, you are up.
Am I pinned or no by the desk?
High or low?
No, God.
Oh, and here you say high or low.
High.
You're not pinned by the desk.
Okay.
In fact,
You said gravity return, right? Ish?
Yes, gravity has returned. In fact, as it returns and you manage to land on top of the desk, you have to kind of jump off a bit as you see the desk sinking down into the floor.
Does that mean I'm
Okay.
sinking down into the floor?
I start sinking down into the floor.
Sorry, what was that?
Do I start sinking down into the floor?
Nope, you're on top of the desk.
Okay.
And yes, certainly you're starting to stink, but
Are
technically
we?
hasn't affected.
How close am I to say a bookcase, or is there a bookcase that is, or is the bookcase starting to like go below or fall into the floor?
Everything looks like it's starting to sink down. And in a really, since you're the first one that can see it after it took effect, it looks like almost quicksand in nature.
Hey, shout out to the group. Be careful, the floor has turned into quicksand. Is there anything that could, like, how fast is the desk disappearing below the floor?
Not terribly fast. You probably have at least a round, if not 2.
Okay. What about the bookcase? Is it sinking at the same rate or
Yeah,
fast?
same rate.
So it will be gone in about a turn.
Well, it's higher, so probably like the filing cabinets and bookshelves are like 3, maybe 4 turns.
Okay. How close is like if I were to try to jump to the bookcase, what kind of a roll would I have to do?
Agility and athletics.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and try and jump to the nearest filing cabinet or tall bookshelf.
Okay. Roll your agility and athletics.
That is going to be 3 successes.
Do you manage to jump to a nearby bookshelf and not topple
Awesome.
it over as it kind of sinks down a little more with their additional weight and momentum? So you are now on a bookshelf.
I turn around. Do I see entity?
Yep, thanks to
Like,
the
how far away is
bioluminescent
the
thing.
entity? Like,
It is considered close range.
okay. Then I will hold off.
Okay. And Marshmallow.
Okay. Am I still close to the entity, or has it moved? Or is like the floor kind of?
Well, you're as you kind of like go down to the floor, you can feel it kind of sticking to you, trying to sink you down. But you're a big troll, so you can kind of get up on a nearby desk. It is very close to you, so one movement, one good agility and athletics could probably get you to it, or strength and athletics if you want to try and power through the quicksand lake floor.
I'm try to power through.
Okay. Roll your strength and athletics.
4.
That is more than enough. You get up to the entity in question.
I'm going to try to punch it in the face. Or actually, I'm gonna try to grapple it.
All right. Roll your grapple.
Oof. 2. I'm guessing that doesn't do it.
Actually, this entity is not rolling very well. So you managed to grapple it.
Yeah.
Nice.
It still was able to hit me with a desk.
That part is true. You have grappled it. Sterling, you are under a desk. You are sinking.
Okay, so I first got to shove this desk off of me first.
Yes,
Which would that be considered a minor or a major action?
minor.
Minor, so that's strength and body, I'm guessing?
Yes, or strength and athletics if you want to try and.
Or both would be 8. I'm gonna use a point of edge to reroll a dice,
Okay.
and that's 2 hits.
That'll do it.
Okay, because 1 was not gonna be enough.
You're still probably like knee deep in this like quicksand type floor, but you are now no longer pinned.
Can I pull myself up by using the desk, or is the desk also just about the same?
Desk is probably about the same.
Is there anything else nearby that I can grab onto and pull myself out of the quicksand floor?
Sure, probably another desk. There are a lot of desks and chairs and.
Okay, I'll do that. So that's another strength and agility, or strength and athletics, or agility and athletics.
This would be agility and athletics this time, but yeah.
Okay.
And we'll lump into the same move action, basically.
Okay. 4 hits for that.
All right, yeah, you easily get up to the, which is good because like as you felt your like feet wiggle, it felt like empty air beneath it.
It's falling through the other floor.
But you managed to get up to that desk.
Wait a minute, is that a Jumanji reference?
It's not a Jumanji reference. But yes, what would you like to do for your? Would you like to attack?
I'm going to yell at the entity pull up the super squid. It's like, I'm making sure you're tagged. Wait, actually, no, is it still tagged or did it
Still tagged.
still flare off? Alright, well, I'm going to shoot it again with my Praetor. And it's still at short range?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so that's another 12 to hit.
Yep. Same. No edge gain. So.
Yep, and then it is. I'm making sure I'm doing the shot. Four hits.
Another solid blow.
Jeez.
Again, you
Sorry,
see
what was-
You hit.
Oh, I hit. Okay, so it does another 4 damage.
Yep. Again, the bullet kind of does that same thing, defragments. Marshmallow, you're close enough. You kind of see it disappear.
Okay.
It's weird.
Does everything kind of stop going wrong once that happens, or
There is a major like glitch that you feel when that happens. In fact, now that it's its turn, someone should give me a high or low.
hi?
Low.
We'll go with yours.
So after that, the entity seems to disappear, and
Does the furniture return to being like sitting on the floor instead of falling, like having been partially through the floor?
yes, actually, everything kind of returns back to normal very quickly, like nothing ever happened.
Okay.
Did
That was
the entity leave anything?
Roll a intuition and perception check. That's right, they took out investigation.
Can we all do that?
Sure.
I got 3 hits. And
5
+1.
hits. Wow. 5 hits.
none.
None.
Nothing. Dice are not with me today.
All right, for
That's
gold,
actually investing.
for Tarathian and Golden, you kind of like investigate around the area where the entity was. You don't really see a lot, but you do notice that the floor is wet. Like the carpet is soaked.
Like, is there any way to tell what kind of liquid is soaking the carpet?
Seawater.
Wait a minute. Did you say seawater?
Yes.
I think I have an idea who this is.
Pass that information along to the rest of the group.
Who do you think?
Motherfucking Mr. Squeaks.
Ah,
And as you're
Well, that would be
investigating,
interesting.
you see.
It would explain the psychic.
Oh, go for it.
Nothing. That was just would explain stuff. You go.
Okay. As you kind of like are investigating, you see another kind of entity form. This one much smaller and raptor shaped. As you go, oh well, seems I can get contact with you again. That was weird.
I catch Dr. Raptor up as much as I can, along with the suspicions of the psychotic dolphin being involved.
You get him informed, and he goes, yes, I've heard of this Mr. Squeaks. Naturally, being a psychic creature as myself, I've heard rumors and superstition, some stories. That would explain why I couldn't reach you just until now if he was here. Two psychic entities typically can't occupy the same mental space.
I asked the doctor, is it possible his interference is causing or at least helping to keep the patient in a coma?
Yes. I'm not sure what this Mr. Squeaks' plan is, but if he is ravaging around or causing as much destruction as you say, he could be possibly keeping the patient in a comatose state or trying to do worse.
I turn to the others and go, what was that asking, or and I ask about that symbol that we had found earlier?
Yeah, the symbol for the company that owns this building that we're in at the Hydra Towers. It was like claw marks in a circle.
Yeah, it's not one of the Big Ten. And those who interacted with Mr. Squeaks before knows he works for Renraku, and it's not Renraku's symbol.
Yeah.
However, Tarathian, roll a logic and intuition.
I am doing a lot of rolls tonight.
Yes.
It's an investigation game. Yay!
An investigation game.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing on my end.
Nope, this is just for...
For me, because apparently my dice like me tonight.
When the file that was handed to the person whose head you're inside didn't have any writing, but then as you think back, it did have a watermark on those pages, and that was the Renraku logo. So the data was probably Renraku, but this company is definitely not Renraku.
Let's see here. I look at the others and basically say, well, I guess it's time for us to continue on the trail.
Yep.
Following that dove.
But as we go, I'm gonna heal Sterling for that. I'm gonna heal that 2 stun on Sterling.
Okay. And while we're doing that, before we leave the Dr. Raptor, I like to turn to him and says, like, we also might have found the identity of the patient. So they worked for a data security
Courier service.
Yep, and they were called the pigeons. What was it?
Homer's Pigeons.
Homer's Pigeons.
Yes.
Yep.
He's like, I will look into that and see if we can't make a positive match or get in contact with someone.
Yep. And did anybody else take any physical damage? Except for me.
I think you were the only one.
Yeah, I got hit in the face with a desk.
Most unfortunate.
Yes, well, I'm gonna heal myself up, so that'll be what, just biotech? Biotech and logic, I'm assuming?
Logic and biotech if you're not using a med kit.
I have med kits, but since this would just be simple first aid, I got enough to do it.
Yeah. Then it's biotech.
Okay. Hey, I got my 2 hits. Heal by 2 physical.
Okay, so you heal up, kind of get your wits back about you, and head to the lead that Tarathian found, which was the subway station.
Yep.
When you get down the stairs, you hear the sound of trains running, which is probably the first noise of like a cityscape that you've heard. Up until this point, it's probably been very, very strange hearing no real like city sounds or anything like that. And when you get down the stairs, though, it's weird because you don't hear just like one train. You hear a lot of trains. And when you get down to the bottom of the stairs, it looks like Grand Central Station. Just tracks everywhere, and there are trains just running back and forth through them.
Lovely.
I'm
Dr.
gonna look for that morning dove.
You do not see any burbs flapping around.
I look for the symbol to see if I can find it on, like, the stuff that's around. Anything that might look like the symbol.
Intuition, perception.
Fuck. Someone should help me.
I'll help.
Yeah.
Golden Dove will simply chant, "Let's
Got
go,
one.
Marshmallow, let's go."
7 hits. I got
Okay, so Sterling,
I have 3, so that's fine.
Sterling, you look around helping out Marshmallow, and you don't see the symbol, you don't see any writing of any sort. The train lines are marked though. They have like the letter A, the letter B, the color red. They're marked as the New York City subway system is marked for, but you notice a few lines that shouldn't even really be here. Like there's one that heads to like Lower Manhattan, and you're like, that's like 3 stops from now. You can't get on that from here. So if the whole Spaghetti Junction wasn't enough, you can tell that there's something weird going on with this place. Again, trains come in, stop, and then keep going. So you can't get on them.
How often are trains coming through?
It's far more frequent than normal. Probably like every couple minutes or so, there's several trains arriving at a station.
Any gaps between the tracks, like where we could walk down the tracks a little bit, or would the train take up the whole area?
You can get to pretty much any train junction. Oh, we lost someone.
Yeah, Sterling.
Oh, wait a second.
Vernon had a power outage. Gonna be back soon.
Okay, we'll wait a few seconds. But yeah, that's what you see. So if you want to muse to yourselves while you wait.
And now the stream can see your chat.
Now it's back.
You there, Carvis?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, because you're okay.
But yeah, feel free to muse out your plan of attack while you wait for Sterling.
What are our
I'm
instincts?
seeing if I can go down the track a little bit, see if there's any hidden areas there.
Might not be a bad idea.
Right.
Maybe it's their train of thought.
Could be though. But I mean, it is the subway, so it's entirely possible.
All right, so you try and hop on the tracks and kind of take a look down, or are you just taking a look down to see what, as far as you can see?
I'll look down without trying to get in the way of the train. You know how, like, for subways, there's a little, like, it's really small because they don't want people screwing around down there. But there's, like, a spot where you can walk on the side of the tracks without getting run over by the train.
Okay. You take a look down and see if you can see anything. It's pretty much pitch black, like about a foot in. And unlike normal subway tunnels, this one is pretty tight to the train, so you will probably get run over if you tried to go on these tracks.
Okay. Does it look like we can actually get in the trains?
Yes, they do stop and, open the doors. No one comes out or in, but then close the door again.
I put a balloon in one of the trains.
I was gonna say Golden Dove was gonna look to see if there was any sort of like schedule or something. I mean, probably not wording, but like at least some sort of visual sense of how the trains are functioning.
Okay. Yeah, you see a map. It's a very convoluted map. It has like every line in New York going through here. And it goes everywhere from like Manhattan to the port to anything outside of New York and stuff like that.
So it sounds like it's basically a map of the person's trains, basically their trains of thought.
Idea. Is there one leading to an airport or to the West Coast?
You do see that there is one train that is marked with an airport symbol or a plane symbol.
Ooh, let's go to that.
Go to the airport, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the map in relation, out of curiosity, which airport is marked?
Like which line?
No, which airport? Like, does it show like which airport it goes to?
Oh, you're guessing. It's a pretty good guess because everything still looks the same on the map as far as like New York layout, it's probably JFK.
Okay.
And then we will wait for Ryan to come back because we are. You picked the right train, yay!
Yeah.
Wait, we did?
He did.
Okay.
The others go to furry drop down places.
Like, I have to say, like, kudos for that one because I was wondering if you guys were going to take a wrong train. That would have been interesting.
Ugh.
Well,
It
well,
happened.
it would be interesting for you, not so good for us.
So what happened to the balloon that went the wrong track?
Oh, it came back.
Okay.
I'd like to take another balloon and put it on another train that's going the wrong way as well.
Same thing happens.
Good. Now she's going to constantly be thinking about these passive-aggressive balloons.
Yep, Viren said he'll be back shortly. But yeah. So
sort of as an aside, were you sort of shocked that we sort of quickly knew to follow the morning dove? Or was that sort of the gimme?
That one was sort of the hook. That was kind of the gimme
Okay.
to get you. Yeah, this one with some good foresight.
Because I kind of know what the dove in a morning dove means, so it's like, oh, okay, no, that's important.
If you had taken the wrong train, it would have taken you topside, and you would have been attacked by a giant version of that person. But in its shapeshifter form. So you don't get to battle that creature.
Golden Dove is lucky for that. Anyway, yeah, Golden's also gonna make use of that, like the shapeshifted form and flex for the camera.
Nice. But yeah, it would have been basically a 3-turn survival battle.
Party wipe?
I think I don't. You would have probably taken quite a bit of damage because it basically collapses the cars that you're.
Oh.
I mean, think like Godzilla-sized creature. And I'll tell you why once we get done with the. I'm just filling time for this. This is all going to get cut out of the episode anyway.
Yeah.
So.
I get
because I have because everything that's happened so far, especially given the portrait of respite, Paul, kind of going, but I'll hold off. There's been a couple of things that have sort of been sending signals to my brain on this one, so
Nice. Very nice.
I'm waiting to see if I twigged correctly.
No worries, Vernon. I'm just getting linking it.
Because the last time that the portrait of respite was called up was when they had got it in the first place, and that was with the PSA mission that you had done last year, roughly about this time, I think.
Yeah. Oh, that was one more month. That's next month.
Okay. Well, okay, fine. 11 months ago, but still, my point's still standing.
Oh, yeah. No, I wasn't. Not that intention.
No, but it's just like, okay, well, my brain's clicking on, and
no, I totally get it. I totally see what you're.
Yeah, clearly now that you said that, it was twigging quite correctly, but it was at least getting the right signals, even if it was being misinterpreted. So that's at least something.
Gotcha. Yeah, I still have to edit every episode that Because I want to splice them up and put them into more manageable chunks for YouTube. I have to start with like episode 1 and go from there. But then I was going to update all the lore and stuff that I put into everything too. Because I have like most things written down, but I know there's some stuff I come up with on the fly that I like to add into.
Yeah, well, one of these days, especially if a certain ferret doesn't want to keep doing it, I may, volunteer you. Just so you know.
You need for conventions?
I'll talk to you later about it.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
It's sort of ties into another conversation that you and I had.
Okay.
Actually, I think that one you and I had it at IFC, as a matter of fact. But yeah.
Gotcha. Just keep going. Discord's taking stuff. Well, no, we'll wait for everyone. I mean, this is kind of the next part of the story, and then we're getting to the end game. So I'm not too worried about time right now.
No, we're actually doing pretty good for time.
Yeah.
Like, we're doing really well for time.
That's some good battling. And some really poor dice rolls by the entity, but
Oh yeah, no, Tana, I definitely know I was wrong. It was a good idea. Just it was not.
yeah, I'm not terribly worried about time. I mean, if we go over, we go over. I'm not.
I mean, based on when we actually started, we actually just hit 2 hours. So
Right. And this one was pretty much going to be like a 2. This one was pretty much going to be like a 2-hour run. 2.5.
So basically on the shorter.
So, yeah. Yeah, because like try and get some more like smaller mission runs in to pad out the runtime of the campaign. Although it gives you a chance to get followers too, which is good.
Yeah. Are we starting the D&D next month?
We'll be doing it in October. Tomorrow I'm actually going to see if I can
so
get...
that's next month.
Yeah. It was going to be September. We weren't going to get it done by that point. I still, like, my 3D printers are completely unpacked. I just have to recalibrate them and then start printing out the terrain and then figure out where I'm going to actually run everything.
So when we do this, are you going to be like having a camera for us to see the terrain?
Yes.
Okay. Are we going to be using Roll20 at all? The dice rolls?
We'll probably use Roll20 for the dice rolls unless you want to like feed me a thing of like your own dice rolls, or if you want me to do the dice rolls. There's plenty of different options for doing the dice.
Because as I say, because if we do the dice rolls, I mean, it'd be really simple to go ahead and, I mean, I'd love to use my dice too. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, just the math is like about 100 times easier, using. Because you just have to plug everything in just once, and then you don't have to go, oh hey, after that.
That is true, and I do know of a way to. Well, I don't know of a way, but I know there is a way to port like the rolls and such onto like Twitch. Like you just basically have to stream the roll box.
Oh yeah, no, like for me, it's when we do it, I'm going to reset up the camera so that the camera is facing where I'm going to be doing the dice.
Right.
And then that way, roll it there, and then he sees the roll. So I have an idea of how I'm going to do it. I just have to sort of test it.
Okay. Will it be using out webcams or? I'm probably going to do like you can, like webcams optional. I might actually have streaming through Discord, or you're finding a thing that can do that, because I basically would take what I do for Shadowrun with like the face rigs, and I would just use that to show like the rolls and stuff like that. And I can use my fancy Stream Deck XL to switch between stuff on the fly. I just have to mark them.
Oh, and yeah, I don't have any problems with doing the fast math because I mean, at least with D&D stuff, it's a lot easier. It's just a matter of okay, I have to remember what all of the stupid ads I have to do are.
Right. Well, luckily with starting at level 1, it's pretty simple.
Yeah, with level 1, it's not bad. It's like, oh god, this is this, this is that. The, this this particular weapon uses this particular dice. It's like, well, great, fantastic.
I'm
I just have to like rememorize that instead of going, okay.
actually going to use the restroom quick while we're waiting for everyone here.
Doing a long jump is this many dice for me. It's like, okay, to readjust to going, okay, well, it's this and this particular modifier. And, yeah, and honestly, it might not be a bad idea. I mean, I know that you don't normally do this, but it might not be a bad idea since there's going to be at least one or two people who aren't familiar with the D&D setup with the dice. You might not be a bad idea for the next session 0 to just do a mock session. Just to get everybody used to the playing with each other and used to the different rules. Just food for thought is all. Am I being heard at all?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, I am back. That was annoying as hell.
Hi, Vernon.
Hey.
Yeah, for some reason my backup power supply decided to shut down for no reason. Wasn't beeping at me anything though. It was like low on power, just that shut down. So I'm guessing there was a power surge, so it cut the power. So didn't damage anything. Uh, so what did I miss? It was basically the train thing.
Yeah, we're waiting on Dragon because he went AWOL somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying is I think I'm back too.
Hey.
Yay.
Did you hear me when I said it might not be a bad idea to do a mock session for session 0?
I was thinking of doing that, but yeah, that's definitely in the works. But anyways, so we last left off. Golden found the airport, or the subway that leads to the airport. You all get to it, and as you hop on the subway, you see another shadowy figure that you didn't see there before. And once the doors close behind you and start traveling, you get that same sensation of when you went into the office scene. And as you kind of sit there, everything once again feels more normal. And you see the person again, the shapeshifter, talking on her comlink. And you can only hear one side of the conversation, but you hear basically her going, "What's going on?" This isn't, this isn't what we're supposed to do. This is not following protocol. I mean, if it's that important, I can definitely, delay my trip to the airport. All right, I will meet you there. Yes, I know where the aquarium is. I just need to switch lines. And then that vision fades, and you suddenly feel like the car suddenly changes directions and leads you to the Bronx, actually. Uh, it pulls directly in front of the Bronx Zoo, which, a subway car doesn't typically go that way, but the tracks literally kind of like taffied their way over and stops there. So now you are in front of the zoo.
Okay, I guess we head towards the aquarium part of the zoo.
Sounds good.
Okay. As you kind of head towards the aquarium, you start to see more of those like shadowy kind of visages, people kind of walking by, the animals in the cages. It's that same shadowy figure. Eventually, you get to the actual aquarium, and you get inside, and you feel a chill run down your spines as you kind of sit at the entrance. So you're now at the entrance to the aquarium at the Bronx Zoo. What would you like to do?
Okay,
Are there
everyone,
any
let's
fish
protect the dolphin
visible?
that is.
I quickly turn to Sterling and go, "We're at the aquarium. I'm pretty sure this just confirms Mr. Squeak's involvement in whatever the hell happened."
Yes, that's why I want to say, let's go check out the dolphin exhibit.
After you. And I just wave out, and Tracy just waves his out, and just going, have at taking point.
Fine.
Golden is just gonna try to look at fish as they go to the exhibit.
I also do forget. Did any of my stun damage get healed? Because I know the physical got healed.
Yes,
So how many
two
points?
got healed.
Okay, good. Just what I needed. I'm back to clean.
All right. So you make your way to the dolphin exhibit. As you head there, every once in a while you hear what sounds like a gunshot, and you hear it. It probably causes you all to pause, and then about 2 or 3 minutes later, as you start walking again, you hear it again. And as you're heading towards the dolphin exhibit, you hear it getting louder and louder, and it keeps that same like repeating. So you are now outside of the dolphin exhibit. You can definitely hear that it is definitely a gunshot. And if you peek in, you see two shadowy visages that are near one of the tanks.
Is there a shadowy dolphin in one of the?
You can see something in the tank.
I cautiously walk up to the tank, expecting trouble.
All right. As soon as you step into the dolphin exhibit, you disappear.
Oh,
Gonna follow in after.
Okay,
him.
Golden's going in too.
Move it, move it, move it.
How about you, Marshmallow? What you doing?
Can I get any closer?
If you go too far closer, you'll disappear into it.
Screw it. I'll disappear into it.
All right, so you all pretty much go in at the same time, and you see the shapeshifter, and as well as a elven male. And as you kind of walk in on it, you see the shapeshifter heading towards him. Goes, Archimedes, what's going on? Like, we never are supposed to meet it before mission's done. What's this big emergency? And the one that she addresses, Archimedes, goes, oh, well, yeah, sometimes clients can get very picky. I just need to give you some extra briefing that I got before you hit the airport. And she goes, usually we don't have to break into a zoo in order to. Oh, hold on. My Facebook just broke. I'll fix it later. Usually you have to break into a zoo in order to meet. And then Archimedes pulls out a gun and levels it at her. She puts her hands up like, what are you doing? What's going on? She goes, sorry. And he goes, sorry, Dove. I'm afraid that your contract has been terminated. And fires. And you hear the gunshot as she gets hit in the head. Goes down. And then everything gets extremely distorted. The last thing you see is kind of the like glitching version of Archimedes looking over at the tank and says, as you can see, your task is complete. I expect my money. And you don't hear anything else except for, dolphin squeaks.
Dolphin noises and clicks.
Dolphin noises and clicks. And that scene goes back to normal. But instead of it kind of going back to the shadowy static image, you see that one last couple seconds, and now she, the one that was called Dove, is kind of on a loop getting shot by Archimedes. So that thing you heard like every minute or so, it's happening like right in front of you over and over and over again.
I'm just gonna pipe up there. It's like, well, anyone who decides Mr. Squeaks deserves to die. Because he's an asshole. Anyone who sides with him
Mr.
is probably
Squeaks
an
might
asshole.
be a good guy. You don't know.
I do know. He's a maniacal psychic dolphin.
Okay. Golden
Technically
is going to try and cast confusion on the Shadow Archimedes.
Alright, roll to cast the magic.
2 successes.
Alright, you cast your magic. As you do, the tank that was next to the two suddenly cracks. And then in a matter of seconds, it bursts and all the water comes out. The two that are in the loop remain as though they are unaffected, but everyone who'd like to not get washed out of the dolphin exhibit needs to make a strength and athletics.
Okay.
Wait. So the tank just burst, correct? Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes.
Yep. 5
2
hits for me.
successes.
Strength and what again? Sorry.
Athletics.
Athletic, you said?
Yep, athletics.
Oh, goody. Not the worst roll, but comes close. 2 successes.
Alright, 5, 2, 2, and Marshmallow, what'd you get?
1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just stand perfectly still. You can't get washed away. You're too built.
Yeah,
bulky.
right?
So everyone pretty much stands their ground. Marshmallow, you don't get swept out, but you do get knocked over from the force of the water. As you see coming out of the tank, like the most like ridiculously buff anthro dolphin you've ever seen.
Of course.
And he goes, you're not going to break her. I'm the one who's going to break her. Now you shall feel the true wrath of my psychic power. Initiatives.
Yep. Oh, that's just perfect. Just the 16. I rolled a 6.
Nice.
10.
6.
Oof.
I gotta roll for him.
I'm sure Mr. Squeak's a good guy, especially with the buff psychic appearance, apparently.
Yes, he's about 12 feet tall. Muscles for days.
How deep is the water?
At this point, it's only about ankle level. Once it flushes out. Marshmallow, what'd you get?
Sorry, repeat. It cut in and out for me.
I need your initiative.
I have a 9.
Okay. All right. Sterling, you actually get to go first.
Yes, with my 16. Oh god, I forget. Do stick and shock rounds do more damage, or does it does? Oh, I forget. It's one less damage, but it does electrical something.
One less damage,
One
but
less
does
accuracy?
stun.
Yeah. Trying to remember for it.
Yep. Tan's got one less.
Second shot could give +1 to an armor rating. It does one
Oh.
less damage.
Yep.
Okay, so it's easier to hit or easier to get through armor. It does less damage.
It basically converts it to stun, which
Okay.
is usually easier to fill.
What rage is he at?
Short.
Short. Okay. Back to my FNP 93 freighter. Loading stick and shock rounds. Okay, so that is 12 again. For
All
short
right.
range.
There's no edge.
Okay. So for the armor rating value, I add 1 to my roll. Is that correct?
No, they add 1 to their roll for armor if it hits.
That's
To absorb.
right. Oh, to absorb.
Yeah. Because it's doing less impact damage. It's a gel round, essentially.
Yeah. Wait, so it says it has +1 to its armor rating, or I'm still confused about that because
+1
you have-
armor means that they get an additional +1 dice to their armor because it's penetrating less. Whereas with like
okay.
stuff that's more penetrative to the armor, then they get minuses to it. So
Yeah, that's just weird because it's like apparently none of the ammo actually does lessens the armor. Oh well. Okay, so that is 2 hits.
he doesn't actually dodge out of the way, but he kind of like waves his hand, and the bullets just kind of like go by him. Like, you won't fool me again this time with your pea shooter.
It just covers my ears when he does the squeak. It's like, jeez, you're so annoying.
And now is his turn. It's like, now I will show you my full power. And he does a bunch of squeaks. And I need everyone to roll a logic and willpower to resist.
Hey, 4 hits.
Ugh. 2.
4.
4.
I do gotta say, for this fight, oh, Marshmallow is not gonna have fun.
Mm-mm.
All
Unless
right.
you get to punch him.
Marshmallow, you are confused. And so you take a -2 as the squeaks echo in your mind. And you're like, what's going on? You're distracted. What is he saying to you? You don't know what's in those squeaks. Everyone else is fine.
Mm.
And then he will go... Or, sorry, it is actually Trathin.
Is there anything that I can get off, like, out of the water and onto, like a bench or a table or something?
Sure. There's stuff around the dolphin exhibit that you could probably...
I quickly get out of the water and up onto, like, a bench.
Okay.
Then will, am I, at this point, am I, like, is Squeaks facing me at all? Or, like, am I in his sight?
Yeah, he probably sees you, yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of facing all of you.
I only pull out the predator and make sure it's loaded and ready to go. And then after that, I just prep in case I need to dodge.
Okay. Marshmallow, you're up.
All right, so it's -2 to all my actions, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to try to get up close and personal,
Okay, you can do that easily enough. Slash.
and I'm going to punch someone in the face.
Do it.
All right. Six successes.
All right, I need you to roll a willpower check.
Boo!
All
Ooh, nice. 3. Suck it.
right. So you land your punch, or do you? Hold on, I gotta roll his. Okay, you do land your punch.
9 physical.
It's got the dolphin below the belt.
Nah.
But he's not wearing any pants. Oh no.
He's going to choose to do that then. So you punch him, and you land like a solid hit in like the solar plexus, and it's like hitting like a truck. Like you hit like a brick wall to the point where it hurts your hand.
Mm.
And he kind of chortles his head. You think you can hurt me in this realm?
Well, hopefully.
I am the master here. I am God in the mental realm. And then it's his turn.
Oh, Golden?
Nope. He gets to go.
Wow.
Again. He gets to go again.
He does. And someone just tried to punch him, and he didn't like that. So roll your dodge, Marshmallow.
No. 3.
Oh, he does get you.
Good news is I have a lot of body and armor.
All right. So roll your body and armor.
10.
How much damage how much damage was your punch?
Was 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 physical.
All right. So that plus what you actually got. All right. So you take 4 physical damage, and you are knocked back to close range.
Oh, you bitch.
Just like you punch him, then he does the comment, and then he punches you, and it feels like you're almost punching yourself.
Oh, you bitch.
as you are blown backwards off your feet. Nobody can touch me. Golden Dove.
Just the eh.
Okay.
All this side of this. Perfect.
Golden Dove is just gonna Golden Dove is going to try and move somewhere where they are very visible and just point at Mr. Squeaks to try and distract him. Say, Mr. Squeaks, I challenge you to a flexing contest.
He's like, I don't know how to respond to that. Except that you're on flex! Clearly I am.
Okay. And then Golden Dove just flexes to try and distract.
I need you to roll logic and willpower, Mr. Dove.
Okay. I'm gonna spend 1 edge to reroll, so I shall. And that will give me. Still 2 successes.
2 successes? Okay. You flex. He flexes. And as you both flex at each other, he. Like, you keep looking at him like, you realizing he is the best flexer. He's someone that you might want to actually be following because of how good he is. You're charmed. So.
Oh boy.
Then it is back to Sterling. Golden Dove, like, they were flexing at each other, and now Golden's kind of giving him, like, the lovey-dovey eyes. Like, he's so dreamy.
I do gotta say, how close is everyone to him?
I think everyone's pretty much at, like, close range or further.
Ah, darn, I can't use a grenade launcher, damn.
Yeah, probably not a good idea.
It's just like, call this a pea shooter then. Thunk. Yeah, I forgot, put an explosive, they just increase the damage value? Sure, why not? So I could do a minor action of switching ammo types, right?
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't hear you, I didn't get any audio.
Yes, you can.
Okay, so I'll do a minor action of switching from the stick and shock rounds to explosive rounds.
Ooh, explodey.
Yes. And I kind of forget, with explosives you can do a timer on them, can't you? Where's that on here? Explosive.
I think for bullets, it's just detonate on impact.
Yeah. I thought there was one where it had, like, where you could have it explode in air. I think that was a different weapon actually had that. I think it was the grenade launcher.
That's for grenade launchers, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so 12 still, no edge exchange.
No
right?
edge exchange, correct.
Okay, and I roll 11, 8.
Oh, airburst
22.
rounds. That's right.
Airburst rounds, but I don't think they're in this. Ooh, 5 hits.
All right. That is a hit. So what is the damage?
It would do 4 plus the 1 from the explosive, so that's 5. Is there any special effect for explosive rounds that happens?
No, I think it's just additional damage.
Yeah.
All right. So 5 plus the amount that get hit minus the soak. So you shoot him and he tries to do the hand waving thing again, but you actually catch him in like the shoulder, and it's like, he's like, ah, that actually tickled. And then it's his turn. He looks at Golden. He goes, Mage, heal me.
Oh shit.
Willpower.
Okay, hold on. Straight willpower?
Yep, straight willpower.
For all of them.
No, just for the one that he's charming.
1.
Do you want to use an edge? I would say it's like, don't make me
I'll
have to
save
choose
an
a
edge
mage.
I'm saving my single edge for later.
All right. Roll a heal.
It'd be very funny if you roll a low heal.
1 success.
All right. You're not a very good mage. That's fine.
But you're stunned now.
Oh yeah, what is my Okay, that did take me up a stun.
Oof.
And then he is going to attack the person that shot him. So Sterling, roll me a dodge as he kind of like punches at you, and you're like, "There's no way." And then like the fist, just like an air fist, comes at you.
Right, I've seen this before. Right, and that's agility and reaction, correct?
Yes.
Okay. 3 hits.
Oh, that's the wrong dice pool. That will be a hit.
Ooh.
Body and armor.
Body armor. That's 8.
This one isn't too bad.
That's 13 dice. I gotta roll. Four hits.
Oh, it's 2 physical.
Ow.
Poof, and you're kind of knocked back a little bit. I told you, no one can defeat me. And then as he says that, you suddenly find yourselves in the presence of another, as the water kind of around you guys like ripples and shimmers, and you see an entity of a raptor. Goes, I managed to break through.
Woo!
Sense that you were in trouble. Looks at Mr. Squeaks like, the infamous Mr. Squeaker. It's Squeaks! You prehistoric moron! Moron, I'll have you know I went to Harvard.
And passed in a day.
Like, that's not that much of an accomplishment. I went to Yale. Looks like, Yale. I wouldn't be bragging about that. And shut up, you! I will destroy you all at once. And then I will make sure that data never sees the light of day. Trathian, it is your turn. As you see...
How close is the raptor?
For you, it's probably also close range.
Okay. How close is... are there any lights on above?
Yeah, there's a lot of
Are
lights.
there any that are right above Squeaks?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, I take a shot at light bulbs right above Squeaks.
All right, take your shot.
Okay.
Just don't miss.
Huh?
You pretty much just don't have to miss, so roll your attack.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to remember on my stats where the light find that. That's because that's just the AP for the weapon, right? So 10?
10 dice?
So do I just need to roll 10 dice?
Yeah, it's just agility plus your...
Oh, agility plus.
Plus gun, or firearms.
Oh, right. Duh. Okay. Okay. So that's easy enough. That's 2 hits.
All right. High or low?
What?
Would you like high or low?
High.
All right. So you shoot out the light, and the bullets hit it, and it causes like a shower of sparks. That definitely distracted Mr. Squeaks. So it looks up, and everything's coming, like glass is coming down on him. Like, well. Careful, you could cut someone doing that. Meh. And then
And then, go ahead.
if you have something more to do, go
No.
for it.
I was just gonna say, just getting ready to, dodge if I need you. But okay, go ahead.
Marshmallow, your turn.
All right.
Slap the mage. No, I'm kidding.
When he hit me back. Oh, I got knocked back. Am I able to get up close again?
Yes. Yep, you can get close.
Okay. I'm gonna try to grapple weirdly.
All right. Roll your grapple.
0.
Oh,
I'm guessing I looked at it and been like, wait, how am I doing this?
You're like, I got this, and you like run forward, like, and then like you jump for him, and you're a little short, and you just slide underneath his legs.
love this team. One person's charmed.
And it is Mr. Squeak's turn again. Or is it? Versus... Now he looks down at the troll that just tried to grapple. He's like, that was very foolish. Now I shall squish you. And Luke's like, I don't think so. No. And it,
He actually does that noise while he's doing it. He's like, what are you doing?
and Mr. Squeaks is like, what are you doing? That's And like you can see like waves of like the same ethereal kind of energy that he was before, kind of like moving around him. It's like the best way to and Luke's like, the best way to defeat a psychic is with another psychic. No.
Oh my god. I shoot them both.
And he actually loses that turn. So, Golden, you can do anything except for any hostile action to Mr. Squeaks because he's so dreamy.
Okay, noted. Well, okay. Well, gonna go over to heal Marshmallow, but also gonna say, hey boss, one of my followers called you Mr. Flipper.
How ungrateful! Tell your follower to go suck a lemon. Meh.
Okay. Now, okay, let me roll for Marshmallow.
Okay.
You heal 2 of that 4
Thank you.
damage.
And then it's back to Sterling Black.
Yeah, I'm gonna take another shot while he's distracted.
Do it.
That's 12 again, and then 11 plus... Oh, no, actually, explosive doesn't get any extra.
He says to go get served up at a sushi bar.
Does 3 hit?
No, it does not. Another deflection.
Just a bullet explode in midair in front of his hand.
He goes, you shall pay for the... How? That's sushi. I would never. That's disgusting. Now you're all gonna get it. Everyone needs to roll a body and willpower. As he lets out a powerful squeak that sends a shockwave through the dolphin exhibit.
Of course he did. 4 hits.
4 hits as well.
3 hits.
I think Luke's gonna help on that one. Okay. And then Marshmallow, what'd you get?
I got a 9.
9 hits? Was that 9 hits?
I actually think I'm capped.
Yeah, you'd be capped by your physical.
So would that go by body then?
Oh man, it's been a while since we had to look up physical limit. I think it's either like by your strength, whichever is the higher of the two. Let me see.
Because my
Uh,
body's 9.
Let's see. My physical limit is, I can find it, is 6. So I guess that is. I think it's like normally 6, isn't it, for most of the stuff?
Maybe.
Oh wait, am I still taking the -2?
Yes, you
I
would
need
be.
to re-roll that with the -2.
Yes, you would. You're still confused. Oh, Golden, you're no longer charmed.
Okay.
Okay, 2.
All right. So as like the massive shockwave goes out, you see your raptor compatriot actually like tone it down. However, Golden, Sterling, you take 4 physical. Tarathian, you take 5. Marshmallow, you take 6.
Ow.
Ouch.
Oof.
And you said 4 physical?
Yeah.
Jeez, that's 2 ticks of physical.
Well,
Wait.
don't forget, you can still roll armor, right? Body and armor?
Nope, not for this.
Oh.
You're cutting in and out. What was that?
Nope, not for this attack. This was a very special
Ooh.
second attack that he can only do once, and he did it now because he's angry.
Mm.
But yeah. And that will pretty much do it for him. So, Tarathian.
Question.
Yes.
Would the groin be considered a vital spot in terms of for a called shot?
Yes, it would.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use up my edge for a called shot groin
Okay.
with the predator. So that's going to be, like you said, firearm, and what was it again? Sorry.
Agility and firearms.
Okay. Agility and firearms. And to be 4 hits.
All right. So, is there? There's no more penalty for called shot if you use a edge or the edge for it. I believe it allows you to do a cold shot. But yeah, so you do the cold shot to the groin, and you hit. What's the damage of the gun?
Here. That's going to be at the AP, right? Value?
The DV, damage value.
Oh, right. Oh, did I not type that down? Whoops.
What gun is
A
it?
sec. It's the Predator 6. I forget what, because and you said it was close range.
Is it the Predator FN? P93?
No, the Ares
Is it?
Predator 6 I got, it's 3P.
Oh.
So it's 3P? Okay, so yeah, so it'd be 3P.
Alright, so you pop him in the groin, and he goes, ooh! Call shot, Wells. The attack goes for Wells. Along with that. Oh, so it adds 3 extra damage. Alright. I will add that to the tally. Alright, so you pop him in the groin and you see, it's funny to watch a dolphin go cross-eyed, but that's exactly what happens. As he doesn't have enough points left to do anything about it. And he's like,
worth it. I don't know what happens. So worth it.
He's holding like one hand to his groin, and the other one's like, time out. Marshmallow, you're up.
All over the marshmallow. Make your next hit count.
I'm taking a lot of negatives, but I'll try hitting them.
Oh, your confusion would be gone at this point.
Okay. Then let me re-roll that.
Did I get to go? I don't remember.
Yep, you
Oh.
went. And then
Okay.
you shot him, and then he exploded.
Oh, that's right.
Ugh. Still garbage. 2.
To hit.
Yeah.
He does dodge. He kind of like
Yeah, I
smacks you
figured.
away while still holding on to himself. Yep. I said time out. He does not get another turn because he's out of points. So golden up.
Okay. Golden's gonna heal themselves.
Okay.
Actually, no, gonna heal Marshmallow first.
All right.
You don't really need to. I have to go to -5 before I stay taking a -1 because I have built tough.
Okay, fair enough. Myself then, just 1 success though.
All right. So heal yourself for 1, and then back up to Sterling.
Like when I look like I'm about to die, then you should probably heal me.
It's like, you're about to die, and they're about to die. And it's like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna take
and
another
then
shot.
it's really funny because then I only take like a -1 at that point.
Yeah. Yep, gonna take another shot again, so it's 12. And probably nothing there, right?
Right. That is correct. Oh, that is correct. Yep.
Out of 9 dice, 5 hits.
That is a hit.
With the explosive, so that does 5 damage.
So he's going. Let's see if he does this. It's going to use up like all his points.
Drain him of all those points.
I think it'll be worth it. So you shoot him, and it's kind of like the same thing that happened with Marshmallow, where you like the bullets hit, but then it kind of like bounces off his body. Then it's his turn. Sterling, dodge time.
Yay! That's not.
You are way too happy when you say that.
I like using psychic powers.
3 hits.
All right, body and armor.
Okay, so it's 8. 11. 4 hits.
All right. Ooh, this one's gonna
What?
hurt. You take 5 physical. As he seems to, as you kind of explode backwards. Or actually, hold on. You might not be taking 5 because I forgot Luke's there.
Because otherwise, I would be at.
Okay, that's wait.
I would be knocked out if that does.
Nope. You actually only take 2 physical.
I only take 2.
Yep.
Okay.
As you feel the explosion of the powerful fist, like you got shot with your own rounds. And then it is Tarathian.
I back off to get a little bit more distance from the psychotic dolphin.
Okay. Do you back away? Probably a medium range now.
Yes, medium. Yeah, back off to. Excuse me, medium range. Yes.
All right.
And then I just ready myself in case I need to dodge.
All right. Marshmallow, you are up.
Alrighty, I'm gonna try this freaking again. I'm going to swing.
Gonna take
Okay.
take a shot at him.
4.
That is a hit.
Yay!
How much damage?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right,
9 physical.
you get up as he's like trying to like steady himself from the last shot that he took, and he's like, "Ha ha!" Poof! And you just like punch him in like the solar plexus again, and this time he again like doubles over. You guys are douchebags.
Mm.
Yeah, and he like falls over. You guys suck. And I think there's enough left for that. Marshmallow, make me a dodge.
4.
Oh, I don't think he's gonna do it. No, he just barely dodges. He like flips up his tail to like hit you into another area, but you manage to just dodge out of the way. So he attempts to retaliate. Golden Dove.
Okay. Gonna try and do confusion on Mr. Squeaks.
Okay.
Two successes.
All right. You don't know if the magic took hold, but he doesn't look very confused. And Sterling.
I am using some much needed medical attention on myself. So I'm gonna use my med kit. Oh wait, where is that? Is it intuition or logic for using a med kit?
Logic. It's logic and biotech or logic and first aid. That's right. So
Okay. Four hits. Yay. Heal 4.
nice.
Back down to only -1.
Woo! All right. It is Mr. Squeak's turn. He's not looking too good.
Good.
Let's see. Is that back? Yeah, he's gonna just do a nice old basic attack, and he's gonna do it on the mage. So Golden Dove, I need you to roll a dodge.
Oh boy. One. Let's see.
Yeah, a little extra spice to that hit.
Oh jeez. If he was gonna possibly do 5 physical damage to me from a hit like that, I was like, oh.
It's what's the
To dodge, it is intuition reaction.
okay. One success.
This is probably gonna hurt a little bit. Luke senses that, so he is going to use his power to help. Oh, he does help quite a bit, but I need you to roll a body and armor.
Let's see.
Actually, wait. I have will to live, which increases.
I'm gonna soak 1.
Take 7 physical.
I can, yeah. It's the most I can soak, yeah.
Yep. So you are taking 7 physical damage
Okay.
as you get smashed in the face, much by like a water fist this time, and pretty much just like squishes you into the wall.
And Golden is down.
Oh,
We have a
here's
knockout maze.
mage is down. Mage is down. Do you have a dock wagon contract?
Do they come into the ether?
Yeah, now I do. Oh, right, we still need to talk about that, but yes, now, after that, Golden Dove absolutely does.
Okay. So Golden Dove goes down, and then you suddenly hear like a weird shimmering and like everything kind of gets like weird, and then from the actual like dolphin tank, people with dock wagon logos that you can actually read like pop out, go hut 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 hut, and like proceed to roll Golden Dove onto a stretcher, pick him up, and then hut 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 hut, and then they just disappear. And you're like, that's weird. Even Luke's like, huh. They
Neat.
really do go above and beyond to get their clients, don't they?
I do love how it's like they were just ready outside to open a portal to get to him because they got him just as he went down too.
But that was Mr. Squeaks. Tarathian.
Golden Dove out of the way, and safe. I'm gonna go ahead and take another shot at Dolphin.
All right, go for it. He's not looking too good, so
That's going to be 2 successes.
that will be a miss. He psychically pushes the bullet out of the way. Marshmallow.
Quick, get out of the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get out of the way.
All right, you do a sweet barrel roll. Out of the way.
Barrel! Am I able to snag the mage?
No. Doc Wagon got the mage.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
easy.
It must have. Yeah.
No problem.
Alright, I'll get out of the way. Barrel!
Do a barrel roll. All right, and I forgot Mr. Squeaks to go again. He is going.
Oh, and can I go full defense while I get out of the way?
You can, but he's gonna try and hit you first with his tail flappy.
No tail flappy.
Roll to dodge.
3.
You actually dodge.
Hey.
As you're doing your sweet barrel roll, the tail goes over flies over your
He's
head.
actually distracted by my sweet barrel roll.
Right? It's so sweet. And then Sterling, you're up.
Okay, how close is everyone now?
Medium, I think, at this point.
Okay, I think that's a safe enough distance for a grenade launcher shot.
Okay.
Let me see which one I want to use. Probably going to use high explosive because it has a lot better damage drop off. Gonna switch to my...
Also, I did want to say that Marshmallow, you felt very lucky in order to get out of the way of that tail flip.
Yeah.
I take it was a very deadly tail flip?
Nope. It's almost as if luck was on your side for that.
Oh, nice!
Okay, so... I still wonder why the underbarrel grenade launcher is better than the standard grenade launcher. So I'm going to pull out my Yamaha Rhino with the grenade launcher under barrel attachment.
Okay.
Load in a high explosive round and fire it at Mr. Squeaks' head.
All right, you fire your shot.
And that is a... Wait, where is it? It is a 11. For its accuracy.
Oh, okay. Still no edge transfer, so.
Okay, and that agility and my grenade launchers. That.
He's actually just slightly higher than you guys.
Okay. 5 hits?
That is a hit.
Okay, now, did it hit him directly or just slightly off to the side?
I believe
Because
5 is a direct hit.
5 is a direct hit?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is, at ground zero, 16 physical.
So, hold on, let me just roll for his soak.
Yeah. And the blast radius is 15 meters?
Wow, that is quite a blast radius.
Yeah.
So, I am with the nature of the thing. I'm going to have, or the room. I will have everyone roll a body and strength, or sorry, body and armor, as you get
Okay.
some residual blowback.
I think what would be the closest they would be at would be near, or would be close. I guess
I-
close would technically be. Was that 5 feet, 5 meters away from Doctor Squeaks would be close.
That would be close. I'm
Okay.
kind of doing just like a minor concussive force
Okay, so body and what
armor.
was that? Body and armor.
Yep, and that's for you and Tarathian and Marshmallow.
Armor is just the armor rating, correct?
It's just standard silk roll body armor.
Yeah. So
Apparently-
so that's just going to be the armor rating plus body. Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
I got a glitch.
Oh no.
Piece of glass just goes and flies at me and hits me.
Yep.
That's like not fragmentation, but it's explosive.
Yeah, it's more
Five.
the exhibits that. Probably.
Oh,
And then
random
five
Dr.
for
sword
Feast.
me.
Marshmallow, what'd you get for yourself?
We lose a kitty?
Nope. Did we lose Marshmallow? Actually, I can hear her. I'm wondering if she's on mute.
Muted.
Didn't realize.
Discord might be being funky again.
Maybe.
Can you guys hear me now?
Oh, yep, we can hear you
okay.
now.
Okay, I didn't even realize I had a mute button on my headset. I got 8.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so everyone gets
Yeah,
blown back a
body
little.
armor. I rock that shit.
Everyone gets blown back a little, and then you just like, oh, we're fine. And then you look at like Sterling got like a chunk of like wood in their shoulder. You take two points physical.
And Kitty's just standing there sipping tea that you don't even know where I got from.
And everyone's like looks over to where Mr. Squeaks is, and he's not there. Like, where'd Mr. Squeaks go? And then you like look up, and there's a hole in the roof of the Dolphin Center. And then you just hear, and then just big splash as he hits the floor of the Dolphin Center.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh.
Go grenade launchers. But I'm also just like, ah.
And go, you can't defeat me. I am all powerful in here. How could it be that I was defeated by a bunch of runners and their pet Dilophosaur? Velociraptor, I don't care!
I would kind of all think that all of us there would probably just say Velociraptor.
Yep. Probably. I don't care. Fine. You win this round. But I remember your faces. I remember all your faces. I never forget. And then just kind of like melts into the water and disappears.
Gonna pull out my P93 and just unload a couple more bullets into the water. It's like, I think he's gone. Hopefully.
You hear Luke behind you like, wow, that guy's a dick.
Not the first time I've encountered him. Won't be the last.
You also, amidst all the gunfire and whatnot, now that it's stopped, actually you hear that all the gunfire has stopped. So the gunshot you heard every 2 to 3 minutes isn't happening anymore.
Can I check my biomonitor, my comlink for the connected biomonitor?
Yes.
See how they're doing?
As you kind of like take a little look at the review of the history, their person who you now know is codenamed Dove. Dove's heart rate was actually spiking to the point of possibly flatlining. And now it's back to normal.
It's like, So grenade launchers can fix everything.
You look around. Aside from the broken tank, you don't see the outline of Artemis anymore, but you do see an actual person who is Dove, kind of sitting there forlornly. She is clutching onto what looks like a manila folder, similar to the one that was in the office.
Wish. Nah, I'm joking.
I'm going.
Beep.
I mean, we're all dead too, don't you know?
But she died first. Mission
Uh,
accomplished.
I'm going to walk up to Dove, and as I'm doing that, I'm going to pull out the large piece of wood. I guess what it is. What is it? Just like piece of wood siding?
Yeah, it's just like it's a piece of the display, one of the displays.
Oh, it's like a fish-shaped display.
Yeah.
So I was just like pull that out and like patch myself up. I walk up and it's like I presume you're Dove.
Yes. Or there it goes. Yes. You could say that, although I don't think I'm going to be part of the employ of the Homer's pigeons much longer.
What? Because your boss decided to backstab you?
Yes, that would do it.
How about this? Let's make a deal. We both go and kill that asshole.
I am fine with that. I guess I should thank you all for saving me.
Not a problem. Well, aside from dealing with that damn dolphin, but you know.
Yes, any longer and I might have not been able to come out ever. Or come out with my memory erased, which is what I think the intention was after finding out what I knew.
So how much do you still know?
Oh, I still remember all of it. I kept this in safekeeping. She opens the manila folder and there's actual writing on these pages. And then closes again. Even if my boss is an asshole, I still do my job and I do it well.
I was like, I'm actually amazed you held out so long with brain damage from a bullet and against that psychotic dolphin.
The brain damage, I think, was the easy part. You hear Luke go, "You're welcome." But as I was coming to, I suddenly got pulled back into a sea of unconsciousness. All I heard was squeaking. So much squeaking. And then suddenly I couldn't leave this horrid place where I'd been betrayed. I thought I would go mad.
Let's get you out of here and we all get back to the real world.
I would very much like that.
We're going to turn back to Luke. It's like, do you know how to get out of here?
Luke's like, yes, actually, I have managed to use the same data from the Portrait of Respite that you used to get in there and engineered an exit, which I think Dogwagon just used.
They have access to all your files, don't they?
Well, we do partner with them on important medical records. In fact, I'm pretty sure your friend just got transported right back into the hospital. So, a record for length of time to get to a hospital care.
I'm not so sure going from the ether realm in the or the astral realm in the hospitals to the actual hospital. Okay, we can go with that.
Yeah. Let's just get all out of here. Let's
Yep.
all just get out of here. There's the wording I was going for.
Yes. If you just follow me and head to the emergency exits, we can get out of here just fine.
It's like, of course it's an emergency exit.
And he proceeds to disappear. And you see a little, like you turn around, you see like a little exit sign like light up, and then the door, in case of emergencies only, exit signs posted.
Well, turn back to Dove. It's like, you mind if we get your actual name, or do you just want to keep it your code name?
Oh, well, my real name is Abigail. Just Abigail. And she proceeds to head towards the emergency exit door and open it.
Okay.
Thank God. I run out.
When you run out, you actually find yourself in the rehab facility. And when you look back at the portrait of Respite, you see that it shows the emergency exit in the painting.
Quick, I close it.
Well, it's a painting.
You're stuck forever.
So you put your hand against the painting. It's like, nope.
I put my hand. I move the painting behind like a chair, so that the next person that comes through trips.
All right. So as everyone else comes out, one of you trips on a chair. That was basically...
Decides to throw said chair at Marshmallow.
You don't know it was me.
It's like, I can guess.
You
I'm
head...
still just gonna throw it at you because it's like, only you would do this.
As you head down to the henchman number 3 memorial wing, you see Doc Wagon come out like, yeah, high five. They're coming out of it.
I just want to pull the Doc Bag guys. It's like, can I get a quick interview with the first people to ever go into the astral plane and pull a body out?
It's like, hell yeah, talk to our representative. Hands you a card. It's just Doc Wagon.
It's just Doc Wagon. Takes a quick selfie with the Doc Wagon employees.
There you go. But yeah, you actually probably see, like, if you like look around, you actually see Golden Dove's name on like one of the doors near where Dove was, where Golden Dove is right next to Dove.
Yeah.
His name is probably on the door now.
The name's been updated.
Yep.
I was like, I'm gonna walk past Golden Dove's room. It's like, talk to you in a minute. Just goes to Dove's room and just like, you awake yet?
Yep, you see that she is awake. Luke's also there, giving her various cognitive tests to make sure that everything is fine. It's a little cramped with a giant raptor in the room, but you all can squeeze in as before.
Yeah.
She goes,
I try to ride the raptor. Nice.
You're gonna get your brain melted by the raptor.
Yeah.
Just like slowly putting a saddle on the raptor while we're talking.
Excuse me, don't do that. I went to Harvard. For like a month.
Only a month?
Yeah, so passed all his classes because he knew all the answers.
Yes, he's very smart. And a raptor.
And not because he looked into the professor's mind.
Of course not. That would be cheating. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But actually, Luke speaks up. Yes, it appears that our new friend is going to make a full cognitive recovery.
That's good.
So how do we get paid? I look directly at the lady.
She's like, well, I could give you the fee that I got for the transport mission. It was quite a hefty sum, and considering you saved me from possible eternal torment, I'm happy to give it to you.
Sure, and we maybe get a peek at that data? Because if it has anything to do with that dolphin, every little bit helps.
Well, then I'm not going to get paid, so you can have either the data or the money.
Data.
I kind of want the data.
Right?
Because if it's anything to do that Mr. Squeaks would go after it for, what was it, Renraku, right?
Renraku, yeah.
It's like, yeah, definitely justice. Like, I'll take the
Old
data.
Dove would say they want the money if they were conscious.
You're actually just conscious next door. You just yell out, "I want the money!"
That actually is what like wakes
Yeah.
you up. It's like money.
So that's 2 for data, 1 for money.
I'm happy with either one, but yes, the data would be preferable, I think, in this one instance.
Because technically we could sell the data to the highest bidder.
She's like,
Exactly.
She's like, well, I guess that would be fine, considering that I'm not going to be working for them anymore. I'm not going to really look for a glowing character reference anyway. She asks for like a data pad, and you see her type with amazing speed.
1,000 words a minute.
Just yeah, it's just she flies on that data pad, and eventually hands you the data pads. Like that's everything. It takes her about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I grabbed the data before any of the others can take a swipe at for the data pad.
Does anyone else wish to try to yoink? Because she just hands it out, so whoever goes for it.
Yeah.
I was going to grab it because I was standing right there. All of a sudden, Tarathian just grabs it. It's like, okay,
Yoink!
don't make me shoot you over that.
Oh no, definitely won't have to do that. Don't worry.
And Tarathian, you can make a logic and electronics as you to look over it.
Okay, give me 1 second. You
And
said
keep that thing off of wireless mode.
No kidding. I wasn't gonna be hooking up to the thing anyway. This is probably one of those cases where it's no, I'm not going to copy it just. You said logic electronics?
Yep, logic and electronics.
Okay. Well, that's gonna be one of the higher ones for me. So 1 second, I have to count dice. Okay. Oh. Wow. Okay. 6.
All right. Okay, so you got 6 successes. You look over it as a decker. You also have a pretty good knowledge of what's going on. So these are a lot of like computer part shipment like manifests and stuff like that, and a lot of like invoices and things of that nature. At first, it all looks kind of like boring. Like why would they bother hiding this? I mean, and it's all for Renraku has a mega factory in kind of upper New York, lower what used to be Canada. And at first you're thinking like this is just a really large order. But then you look at it a little further and you find something very interesting, and that these specs are not the usual specs that you would see for most servers. And you also see that they're all destined for Chicago. Which
I just go trouble, and I just look at the group, and then I hand after directly connecting to the pad and into the deck. I hand over the pad to Sterling and go, "We have trouble brewing."
Lovely.
yeah, if you want to also take a look, Sterling.
Sure, I'll take a quick peek, which was what, Logic Electronics?
Logic electronics, see if you can glean anything else.
Okay. 1 hit.
So yeah, same thing. It's also like 1 order, so it seems to be. So what you two combined kind of look at is this is a major electronics infrastructure deal in the works for Renraku, for Chicago, which is still pretty much a crater because it was nuked. And this looks like maybe, if not like a multi-billion new yen deal, probably like a multi-trillion yen deal.
Ooh, okay then.
And there's a lot of like interesting
Chicago is the
schematics.
second thing that wakes Golden Dove up.
Yeah, it's like Chicago. I remember that place. It got nuked.
That it did. That it did.
I'm gonna turn back to Dove and just ask her one last thing. It's like, so who were you supposed to transport this to?
She goes, it was a Mr. Johnson that gave it to me, or a Johnson agency. They're the ones that secure the data. As to who I was going to, your guess is as good as mine. The data's already been breached, so there's no reason for me to go down there anymore.
Where was your destination anyway?
Oh, it was Seattle, Washington.
That's. I look at Sterling. Isn't there one of the great dragons out that way?
Yes, there is.
Mm-hmm. Ghostwalker. He's in
Yes.
Denver, but it's close enough that they can.
Send a Mr. Johnson there.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, oh, that'll be interesting. I figured it's Ghostwalker who hates Renraku, was it?
Ghostwalker hates
no?
as technology.
Oh, they hate as technology. That's right.
Was there any particular names that was associated with at the other end that you know of, or an agency or something? Doug?
No agency, but definite corporate ties, or governmental ties. Something higher up. This wasn't a 2-bit operation. That is for sure.
Was any of those names by chance having anything to do with, say, Pendragon?
Pendragon. No, I can't say that anyone named Pendragon was involved.
He more does magical stuff, doesn't he?
He's more of a underworld kind of on the streets. But actually, he's an upstanding businessman that has no trouble with the law whatsoever. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Looks at subtext. Okay, well, I'll go. It's like, well, I think that's everything that we need. Like,
actually,
here's my number if you ever want to kill that. What was his name? Artemis was the other guy's name who shot her.
Archimedes.
Archimedes.
Actually, though, at the mention of Seattle, if anyone wants to make a logic and intuition, and if you have anything in corpse or
corp personalities or corp security,
I will give you corp personalities.
Okay, so logic, intuition,
and they get +2 from that. Then
even with 3
you
for
said logic and intuition. Okay, so that's also going to be a.
So would I not just add what my rating for corp personalities is, or no?
Yep, that's what you do.
Okay.
Uses like a +2.
Okay, well, I have a rating 3.
Oh, then it's +3. That's right.
Okay. Well.
4 for me.
6 successes.
1.
Poor kitty. Poor marshmallow.
Yeah. It's like, Seattle. Yes. Birthplace of coffee.
that's the only thing that Marshmallow says. And we're all just staring at her. It's like, well.
For Tarathian, especially Sterling, there is a couple of rival corps to Renraku in Seattle. And for the 6, there is actually a corporation in particular that you know of that would probably benefit from that are benefiting from like experimental technology or are in the market of more experimental technology and believed to have been a major hand in something called Void Protocol, which was a major incident everyone knows about what happened in Seattle with the siege of Galatia and almost the end of the world. But that you recognize, you remember one of the companies involved in that is a big dealer of like experimental tech or stuff like that, and would probably have a major hand in this game if they're trying to undercut Renraku.
Oh, I have to get in contact with them.
I also turn around and hand Dove my own information to get a hold of me if for help for going against Archimedes.
She's like, thank you. I'm really feeling the love here.
He was a bit of an ass who sided with Mr. Squeaks.
You gave us quite the boon with the data. So, and looking at it, I can see how you would have likely have been betrayed. So, yeah.
Well, thank you again. Probably going to go around for a while, but I will give you a call if I decide to, hunt that bastard down, pluck every feather from his body.
All right, cool.
Okay, so I think we're done. We'll let you rest up. Best to actually change that name back to Jane Doe,
Looks like,
just in case someone comes looking.
yeah, looks like, yep. I'll make sure to give our dear friend here a little bit of anonymity if she is being hunted, which I assume she might be.
Yeah, I can just imagine he just goes and pushes a button on the wall, switches to Jane Doe, and just starts counting up.
No. Jane Doe 24. Oh, we have more admittance.
And then he goes back down to 23. It's like, oh no.
Well, guess yeah, one did make it. And the other one's your friend, so there you go. No, just But yes, that will about do it for.
Yep. I'm gonna run back to the little gift shop, grab a passive aggressive balloon, and go bring it to Golden Dove.
Get better, or else.
I will go ahead and do the same thing. I'll go ahead and do the same thing.
And it's about to turn 6 p.m., by the way.
Yeah, I see that. So, well, I'll actually do the news and on the actual video, and I'll give you guys your. Well, actually, we can do this right away. Let's do it real quick. We'll get the total tallies here. We'll start with Golden Dove. Do you have any bonuses for viewership?
Social media addict plus the temporary.
Right.
I do wonder, did I technically complete my sponsorship?
Yes,
I
you
did. Do the quippy one-liner.
You don't get to keep the gun, but you do get the 7,500.
Ah, darn.
Gotta throw off that
How much do
money.
I get for mine?
You will get 5,000 yen.
Okay.
And some more followers. So, math. All right, Golden Dove, you are now at the Millionaires Club. 1,153,972.
Nice.
Okay.
Marshmallow should get a big boost on this one, hopefully.
Yes, and Marshmallow's getting the bonus for being a.
Don't forget I'm incognito, though.
True, but you're around some pretty big peeps.
No, now I gotta get like a face filter and
Gotta get one of those voice things and be like this, whatever you're on.
yeah, like so I'm
deep throat.
unrecognizable.
So Sterling's not quite to the Millionaires Club.
Well, we'll see. I think, well.
You haven't done theirs yet. Okay.
Yep.
My bad.
We're doing.
That's my previous one.
Yep. So, oops. Clear that.
Yeah, I know I'm not going to make it to the Millionaires Club this time. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
You could, technically.
No, probably not.
Well, Well, you did get up to 254,238 marshmallow.
That's a big jump from 79,000 followers.
Yes. And that's with that incognito keeping that down. All right, and then Sterling, you have sponsorship.
Yep.
So
Come on, roll high, roll high.
generating, not bad. Clear. You're definitely hitting the Millionaires Club as well.
I'm only 50,000 away.
Yes.
I probably will next month. I doubt I will this month.
1,188,351.
Jeez.
And then we have Tarathian. Do you have any bonuses?
Nope.
No bonus. All right, so that puts you at the standard. You do get a minor bonus for being a little lower than that. Oh wow, and rolled super high.
What?
That means you get a whole bunch of followers.
Yep. Everyone was
What?
very impressed with what you did.
Shooting out the lights and shooting Dr. Squeaks in the crotch.
Yes. Also, I'm going to give you... you also got bonus for that as well.
Everyone was cheering on.
Everyone liked
Balls.
that.
Everyone liked that. Mr. Squeaks did not like that.
Mr. Quaid was not a fan. You are at 1,044,465.
That's a bit of a jump.
That is a big jump.
Everyone apparently really liked the fact you shot Mr. Squeaks in the crotch. You hit him in the squeakers, yes.
You get him in the squeakers. Oh.
Alright, well that will about do it. I gotta pop off, so
Yeah.
thank you everyone for playing a mission. I hope you had fun.
Really fun run. Got to give it to Mr. Squeaks in his own domain.
Yep.
With a grenade launcher. Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with that.
Good, good. Alright, well, have a good one, everyone. See you later.
Have a good
Have
one.
a good one.
Bye now.
Alright, and thank you everyone out in the gallery. Next week will be another mission on Sunday where they will be doing some revenge for a previous mission. I wish I could do some news broadcasting, but I have to get going right away, so unfortunately we won't be able to do that. I will try and put that in the episode once I actually get around to doing all that. So take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your night, and I hope to see you all later. Bye-bye.